Piggy and the fucking Jake. Good morning, pigs. It's here on Monday, March 11th. We got the pig here. I'm Jake. Captain fucking Adam is here as a guest. What we want?
Captain Turri.
It's all right. Captain Adam, Captain Turri. Doesn't matter.
It's both?
No, it doesn't matter.
See? Both.
Doesn't matter.
So
For the kids, I'm Captain Adam. For most people, I'm Captain Turri.
For the kids, you're a problem. But yeah, we got Captain Adam here today from Kathmandu Fishing Charters on Hilton Head Island. One of the
From
best.
where? What's the charter's name?
Kathmandu.
Nice. I like the way you say it.
Huh? Yeah. You say it.
I would have said Kathmandu.
Is it Kathmandu?
I don't know.
It kind of is.
I'm
But,
sorry,
whatever. No,
Kathmandu is.
I like the
Jamaican.
I thought it was Kathmandu. I apologize. Before we get into anything today, first things first, gentlemen.
Oh,
Shalom.
yeah.
Shalom.
Oh, that's yours.
Shalom. Drink it. There you go, pig.
Woo! Oh, God. We got Adams here. Thank God our fearless leader over there, Adam Jocelyn, decided to roll out of bed and come here. And his Steelers thing with Sloppy Joe on it.
Big day for the Steelers. Big day.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Before we get into any sports talk, though, Captain, tell us a little bit about the charter. About fishing. Let's talk fishing.
You give us a little synopsis, and then we have questions, obviously. So.
This time of year is my favorite time of year to fish. Normally starting in about February. We need the water temperature to be about 55 degrees. This year it's been very cold, so it's 52. So when we get between 55 and 60, you got a great inshore bite, which is not something that I do particularly well.
Why is that?
But you get, I'm not, well, I am set up for it, but it's not something that I do. It's more
it's equipment based.
the flats boats, and the trout bite is normally pretty good. The redfish come up into the flats, and they're tailing, so you can sight fish them. People love that. Great. The water clarity, because it's so cold, you get a better water clarity, so you can see a lot more this time of year. So the inshore fishing is great. The offshore fishing is phenomenal.
No.
This is the time right now.
In my opinion, yes. So you have our season's a bell curve. So Memorial Day to Labor Day, there's 109 charters out of Hilton Head, Bluffton area.
Jesus Christ.
They're out on the water.
Did you say 159?
109.
Oh, okay. 109.
That was the last number I know. It may be more now.
That feels like a lot of competition.
That's a fucking
It
lie,
is.
isn't it?
It is. But in the summertime, when it's shark fishing, so this time of year the water's too cold for the sharks, and it's my favorite time of year because the sheep's head start to move out. So
those are the ones with the teeth, right?
Yeah, human teeth.
Delicious, too.
Oh. Absolutely delicious. So they start moving out to the nearshore reefs to spawn, and we kill every single one that we can.
What's the flavor profile on a sheep's head, real quick?
Very mild, and well, I'll give you my opinion, and then I'll ask the chef.
All right.
Very mild, and it has I think it has like a nutty flavor, if anything.
Is it a firm fish or?
Yep, big white flake.
Like swordfish or less firm?
No, not like swordfish.
You're not telling my head though. Like because it is a little flaky. For being so flaky, like I'm from the north, we eat a lot of like lake fish, like perch, trout, or not. Well, trout, but
all of them need salt.
Walleye,
all need
haddock.
I love haddock.
They're not
I love it. He loves haddock.
They're not
He's
as fatty as a sheephead. A sheephead has a little bit of fat on it, which creates that nutty flavor when you put it in a pan, when you pan fry it, when you sear it, doing like that.
Do you eat the fat, or do you just cook it into the meat and then cut it off?
I mean, it's not.
Can't remove it.
Don't think of it like a beef fat or a pork fat. Okay. It's not removable. Like Patagonian toothfish, the Chilean sea bass.
Never had one.
Chilean sea bass, on it, but you don't see it when you're filleting the fish. It's in the flesh. Like it's oily more. The fish oils.
The oils are good.
Sheep's has a lot of good fat in it that you wouldn't expect to see there. That's why it's so fucking tasty. Is why people love to eat it. That's what I think.
And the reason that it is so tasty is the diet. So sheep's head mainly eat crab and shrimp.
Ooh,
that's their diet.
Dope.
And that's what the teeth are for. The teeth are to break up crustaceans. So a lot of the times, so during the summer and the off season for sheep's head, we find them on pylons and around docks where crustaceans can start to grow. They're in there, and you can actually hear them chewing.
Can I say one quick thing?
That's crazy.
I want to hear one quick. Are they also around the docks because possibly people are throwing chum into the water, or
No,
guts or
it
something?
has nothing to do with chum. They're not eating. They're not eating the chum. They're eating like mussels, clams, oysters, anything that is a shellfish.
Yeah.
That's why they have those teeth.
Very
those
similar
teeth
diet
are
to a
nut-
triggerfish, then, huh?
Yeah, similar. Triggerfish will eat squid though.
Okay.
It's very rare that you catch a sheep's head on squid. If you do, it's emaciated.
So a question for
understand,
both
I
of you.
understand.
And
Question
they're
for both of
hungry.
you. We're catching, say we're out here today, we're catching some sheephead. Is that something that's going on the menu? Is it worth selling to people?
It's
Is
not-
it an experience or is it just...
It's not commercially harvested
Yeah.
because it's very hard to
Hard to
commercially
bring in.
harvest them. So it's not. If you see it in a seafood market or you see it on a menu, they have a commercial fisherman that is targeting them.
Is it considered a delicacy? That's what I want to know. Is it or not?
I don't know if it's.
Could
a
you make
It's a
special-
local favorite, but I don't think it's a delicacy.
Could you make a special with it and charge $40 for it or no?
Yeah, but like he said, it's very hard to get sheep's head in and
And
that
it would be
volume so that
expensive.
we could sell it to 30 fucking people.
We've had sheep's head before.
I know we have, but I'm asking. Is it
Almost
something that's gonna
90% of our
continue,
sheep's
or-
head, excuse me, at the restaurant has been we cooks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, it's just
Okay.
we nobody offers it. You know?
which is something that I provide, by the way, on Kathmandu charters.
Woo!
We cook.
And we're definitely going to get a close up.
Bring it up to
Actually-
any one of the restaurants.
Can we put a link on the show today too?
Yeah, absolutely.
There you
Let's
go.
put a link on the show.
Can we do that, Adam?
So you, Captain Turri, Captain Adam, Captain Sexy.
Big Bills
A lot of
fan,
people call him Captain Sexy.
We've had Bills.
Nobody calls me Captain Sexy.
Well, the Bills
They
fans.
call me Yoda.
Yeah.
Is that what they call you? You're
Yes,
Yoda?
and not because I'm wise. When I first
Because you
showed
love
up here, my nose and ear hair was so outrageous that
They were like
my
that.
Look
back
like Krusty the
became-
Clown.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Like me?
I mean, there was like Smurfs on bungee cords coming out of my ears.
Okay.
It was great.
Well, what made you fix it?
A
But you-
woman?
Yeah,
That'll do it.
It'll do
That'll
it.
do it. And a wonderful woman she is.
Just kidding.
Yeah, she's letting me
So-
get drunk and do this.
Yeah. So.
She had
Here
no
we go.
choice.
So
She
long,
kept
so long.
recording her, eh?
So one more question then, because we're going to talk sports, obviously, but we want to really dive into this. What is a good fish to catch in the summer? What do you go for? If I'm,
You talking like June through August?
what I'm saying is, if I'm a tourist coming into Hilton Head and I'm a fisherman,
Go shark fishing. That's what I would recommend.
okay, I don't want a shark fish though. I don't want a shark fish. I
Why?
come here in June or July.
Explain that to me.
I want to eat something.
You can eat
eat
shark.
the
What, bonnet head? I know.
Bonnethead. And
I
I'll take
don't-
bonnethead. Bonnethead and, again, bonnethead and sheep's
I
head.
like bonnet head.
Very similar.
Can I say
Main,
something?
main
though?
part of their diet, shrimp and crabs.
So are you saying if I come down here as a tourist between June and July, the only thing I'm going to catch is bonnet head? There's no,
No.
fish I can catch?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm
Okay.
saying that's what, if you want to set your expectations,
Setting on shark for real?
yeah. And I'll put you on a giant. I mean, I consistently catch 300-pound sharks multiple times a
Jesus
day.
fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Now, you're not going to like this. You can't fuck them.
Well,
You
I
might,
mean,
you might let me go in the blowhole. You never know.
It's called a
Right in the
cluster.
blowhole.
And you
They
know,
don't have
Yeah.
a blow. They don't have a blowhole.
a blowhole.
I know that.
Have class
They do
That's
have
all they
class
do.
bears.
Can we have fun with it, please?
I mean, and you could I guess you could titty fuck the class bears. Whatever you want to do.
But are you saying
I don't know.
all I can have is bonnet head? There's not any
No, that's
fish
not
in the
what
sun-
I'm-
Okay,
that's
what
not
fish?
That's not what he's
That,
saying.
I said
That's
that
what
the
I'm
expectations would
You
be to
shut your
catch
mouth.
sharks. The
Is there
beginning of the season, so early spring, or
What are you laughing about?
You
boy?
saying all I can catch is bonnet head? No, he's not. He's saying set your expectations at a certain level. That's
You're
probably the
gonna
best
get
fishing
those.
you're going to get.
Gotcha.
You know, it's fun fishing. It's good fishing. You eat it. If you want to do something else,
had
I
bonnet
assume,
head. It is
Captain, it's going to be a lot more difficult. And,
well, so early spring, I'm fishing for cobia. I'm
I
catching
love
sharks.
cobia. I love cobia.
The sharks outnumber the cobia by
They
1,000 to 1.
They probably eat them, right?
So you're cobia fishing, but you're going to catch sharks.
Okay.
same
That's
date,
a guarantee.
same date, same areas.
Yeah, we're using all the same. It's not like you have a super bait like cobia bait. Oh, I'm gonna take this
Only
cobia
attracts
bait,
cobias.
and nothing else is gonna eat it. Fucking sharks eat everything,
Yeah.
and the sharks
I get it.
are so the Port Royal Sound. So the Port Royal Sound is the north end of Hilton Head Island. It's the largest concentration of sharks by population and species in the country
Is that where the shark attacks
Jesus
happen every year?
in the summer.
Hey, is that where the
Followed
shark attacks
by-
happen every year?
No,
No.
followed by the Calabogie Sound, which is the south end of the island. That's the second most. So
Jesus
the
Christ,
reason that we
in
have all
country?
these sharks is everything. So in the Port Royal Sound, for example, you have the Beaufort River, the Broad River, and the Chichester. They all dump and bottleneck into the Port Royal Sound.
Okay.
So the sharks are there for dead, dying, and small.
It's a cleanup crew,
Are
basically.
they breeding there?
Some of the sharks we think are.
Okay.
But for the most part, everything else is breeding. Because what we have here in all these barrier islands, we have marshes that go 40 miles inshore. So
Beautiful marshes.
beautiful marshes. It's a
And
great
festive,
place to
they're
breed
festive.
for everything.
They're infested.
So now in the spring, after everything's bred, the season is starting. All these juvenile animals and dead and dying animals, because sometimes when they're breeding,
They're targets now.
now they're
if they're
fucking
dead and
targets,
dying, I mean,
and,
they obviously become
and
food.
the bottleneck becomes the Port Royal Sound
That's crazy.
or the Calabogie Sound, depending on which side of the island you're
I
on.
never knew that. That's crazy to think about that, because you're right. All those things just come into one big old fucking.
It's a big
plethora.
cesspool.
It's
when
a
you think
fucking
about it.
buffet, honestly. If you
Yes,
think about it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, if I was a
Does
shark,
that
that's what I
poison
would
some
live.
of the fish, though? I mean, you gotta figure that's.
What would poison the fish?
I don't know if some of the dead are in there and they're polluting the water.
No, that's the sharks are
No.
the sharks, the stingray. Those are vacuum cleaners of the sea.
Okay.
To
They're the cleanup crew,
Make it
like
weird.
I said. Yeah.
When things
So
die,
everything-
there's ammonia. Yes, I can fuck up your thing, but there's bacteria in the water. There's
Kills
cleanup
it all?
crews like sharks. I mean, that's why an ecosystem.
Salt
an
water
ecosystem.
too, doesn't salt
Everything
water
holds
kind of
its-
filter the water a little bit? Even though it's crazy to say.
the
but,
oysters filter to the salt water.
I think it does.
You need to take a biology class. Is what you need to do.
All right, maybe I will
You need to take a biology class.
online.
So the reason
Do
that
you
I
know? Can you help me with that or?
I was bio pre-med in college, homie.
There you
I used
go.
to run reef tanks and grow coral. I know a little bit about marine life. A little bit. Very little. Not as much as Captain here, but I know a little bit. I understand an ecosystem at least. You apparently don't.
No, I don't.
So the clarity of the water here, we have a not a very good clarity of the water. What that is all that reeds the marsh grass. When it breaks down, all those nutrients get put into the water. That's what makes the clarity of water here not very well, because it's full of nutrients, which also makes
I
it a
understand that.
wonderful place for
I thought it was
everything to come.
I thought it was sand and mud. That's
No.
what I thought. Pluck mud and sand. Just
I mean, some of it is, but for the most part, it's that
That's crazy.
the reeds and the marsh breaking down and adding nutrients to the water. So as that happens, it starts the food chain.
The very bottom of it goes up to the very top. It all works in a circle to help
And
itself
the food chain,
sustain itself.
the food chain of the ocean is different. So on land, we have an apex predator, right? And then it goes down. So this is what it's eating. That's eating. Yada yada, right?
Bear
so-
eats a deer. Deer sees it.
So it's a pyramid on land. In the ocean, a perfect reef is more of an hourglass. So the biomass of your apex predator is equal to the biomass of your bait fish.
So it basically thins out.
Everything else
and
in
then
between.
comes back out through, and they're like, okay.
I mean, it's a
Goes back
better
out to
looking
the apex
figure,
predator,
you know?
yeah.
I mean, no one wants a fucking triangle.
Dude, it's beautiful.
Hourglass figure, though?
It's beautiful. When it works right, it creates beautiful life. Beautiful. It's awesome. It's fucking awesome.
I get it.
And the importance of sharks, I'm gonna do the shark thing, because I'm a shark guy.
Please do. I'm a
I
shark
like
guy.
sharks too.
The importance of sharks is normally that's the apex predator. So you want a biomass of sharks to equal the biomass of bait fish. Now it's annoying for fishermen. So a healthy reef has that. That's where you want it, and then in between you have your middle predators, your grouper, your snapper, and then
Parrotfish.
moving
They all
down.
get eaten.
Yeah, and then
Right.
moving down to your smaller predators, which are triggerfish or black sea bass, and then your bait fish.
So those all eat what they eat, get big, so that the big predators can eat them, and then it expands out to whatever.
It starts from a bacteria.
Yeah.
It goes up to plankton. It goes up to this. It goes up to this. And blah, blah. And it starts as a maybe
Say plankton.
a
Say plankton
unicell-
one more time. Say it
Plankton.
starts from a bacteria.
I don't think we have plankton. I don't know.
And then it goes to a plankton. Say that
Bacteria
again.
to plankton. I think actually plankton is bacteria. But it starts that small, Kevin, and it goes all the way up to a shark or
I
a
get it.
whale.
I
you
get
know
it.
what I mean? And it's just,
I get it.
It's a
I
beautiful
like
thing.
it.
It's a beautiful fucking thing. But what he's saying, is
Barnacles.
What I'm saying
about
is
sharks.
the sharks are the
Apex predators of the sea.
Well,
But
we
the
need
difference
them.
is, yes, we need them more than.
I assume that. Yeah.
People think they're dangerous and want to get rid of them. No, we need them
I
just
don't
as
want
much
to get
as
rid
we
of
need
them. I
everything
just don't
else.
go in the water with them.
That's, yeah, me here.
Listen, go. All right,
You
I'm
think
gonna
that's funny,
I'm
Adam?
gonna defend the sharks again. You are more likely to get stung by a stingray
I don't
than
believe
you
that.
are to get.
I don't believe it.
Okay, I just told you.
There's
we have
shark attacks every year in Hilton Head.
There's
You're
one,
more likely
and
to
I
get
just
killed
two,
by a pig
three, four,
than you are to
five.
get killed by a shark.
I just told
No.
you that
It's a scam.
scam likely. That's actually my
Boyfriend.
that-
No,
no,
I
no, no. That's my affair, but I
It's
I
actually
put it in
my
there as
boyfriend.
scam likely.
All right. All right. Listen, I understand what you're saying.
You don't.
You're
That's the
No,
problem.
I do, and shark attacks
You're
are
not on
still
the menu.
inevitable. They
You're
have-
not on the menu for sure.
Doesn't matter
course
if you're
they're
90
not.
What if you're
It will
what if
happen.
you're silver and shinier and you're in the water and you look like a seal or something to them? They're gonna bite into you.
We're not talking about great whites.
So
we don't
what?
have a giant great white population here. Okay, so it
Stingrays
doesn't.
We have
doesn't
bull
matter about
sharks.
what.
We have bull sharks, right?
Jellyfish will
What is this,
sting
Johnny? One way? I don't get one.
Bears
No,
will
I'm about
attack
to pour you.
Oh, okay.
Yes, brother. They're predators. and
Call
you
me,
can't be
call
attacked
me,
by them.
call
It's
me
not-
one dog.
You're more likely
One
to be
dog,
killed
one
by
bone.
a pig than you are to be killed by a shark.
I
That's
don't believe
true.
it. I don't believe it.
That's fine. I don't care if you believe it. I'm just telling you the information.
And definitely more likely to get killed by a cow, because it's amazing how many people.
I don't believe any
or,
of this shit because
cows
it happens
killed
every
here.
year. So
It's fucking.
It happens every year.
Well,
What
Once
is the situation in which people get killed by cows?
I have no idea.
Mauled,
I just
stepped
fall
on,
on,
internal
yeah.
bleeding.
I just know that as a stupid fact that's
all right,
stuck in
come
my
on,
head.
Johnny, one
Are
way.
we-
Let's go.
Also, and everybody glossed over this, butt sex.
That does not happen to cows. Drink your shot. You're something else. You know that?
What do you think? It's just pigs?
So, all right, Kev, let me dispel your fears. We have the largest concentration of sharks, number 1 and number 2, that surround this island. So the north end is the number 1 concentration
the
of
water.
shark. The south end is the number 2 concentration. Well,
I don't go in the water. I don't want my kids in the water. I let them go.
We have
in
one
knee
shark
deep,
attack
that's
a
it.
year. 95% of those attacks are a fucking human's fault.
It's gonna
If
happen.
you see bait fish in the water,
It's gonna happen more and more every
What are you
year.
doing?
you
Then
don't
what are
go
you
swimming,
doing?
right?
Yes. Come on, man.
But when you're on vacation, you lose fucking
If you-
75 IQ points. So you're like, oh, I want to swim with the bait fish.
If I throw a steak in a
And
tiger
it's-
cage, you're gonna go watch it eat it in the cage? No, it's stupid.
No, I get that, but I think it's more.
And the shark attacks that
I
we
think
have
there's
here,
attacks,
we have
too.
never had a
not
fatal.
provoked by food.
I'm sorry, in 75 years, we haven't had a fatal shark attack on Hilton Head
But
Island.
we've had them where people have lost limbs or.
Yeah,
No,
they
not-
bite when they're
For the
interested.
most part, not really. We had one lifeguard that was a.
I
bad
understand
one.
you defended the
Most
sharks.
of them are stitches,
But
because the
unfortunately-
human is doing something that they shouldn't.
You think mosquitoes have
do you live in
posters
water?
posted? Kill all humans.
No, I don't. Of course not.
We're not on the menu.
I know.
They let you go when they hit you.
I don't want to get hit by one.
Or
So-
if they hit you hard enough, you don't make it sometimes.
Let me
because they're
let me
fucking
explain
apex
most
predators.
of the shark attacks that we have here. Let me clear this up.
All right.
People decide they want to swim in bait fish. So now the bait fish, the sharks, all the predators in the ocean.
How do you know where
they're-
the bait fish is, though? I
Just
just want to know.
Because you can see them.
Just
Okay.
listen.
They're snapping up top. It looks like little splashes up top. That's the bait fish. And they're like, oh, look, a school of fish. Everyone gets in there. Now, running through this school of fish, first of all, you have all the predators on the outside, balling them up, trying to get them as tight as they can,
So it's easier
So
to
they
get.
can
right?
swallow them.
And then it's teamwork. And then dolphins do it, sharks do it, fucking all the fish do it. And when they get tight enough, some crash through it. Now, a shark has fucking eyelids. So when it opens its mouth, its eyelids close. When it hits something, that's his hand, right? Oh, there's my cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Bites down on the cheeseburger and it's you.
Yep.
It lets go. Because you're not on the menu. It's not looking for you.
Ah, it must be
You
turkey.
are just in the fucking, you're just in a bad spot. But it's not the goddamn shark's fault. It's your goddamn fault.
Okay.
90% of the
They
time.
don't have the best eye
Can you
vision.
put it
when you're
in-
out there on the
can you
surfboard?
rub
look
They
on
don't
surf-
have any eye vision when their mouth is open
Here's a
because
good
their
question.
eyelids
Here's a
close.
good question I have. Can you rub some type of deterrent on your body so
Well,
when
like
you
Vicks,
go-
you think you put
swimming
Vicks
with the
on
bait
and go out?
fish.
No. Just be smart. Buddy.
Yeah, just don't swim with baitfish. Don't be dumb.
Just be smart.
And when you walk out,
To begin
what
with,
you should be more worried about are stingrays. So shuffle your feet.
Jellyfish.
Everyone's
Fuck.
Well, jellyfish,
Shit hurts.
you know, yeah, it hurts. It's not gonna
Stingrays
kill
are
you.
worse.
Stingrays can really fuck you.
A stingray will
honestly.
fucking ruin your week.
Yeah.
How does Steve Irwin die?
Yeah.
Stingray, yeah.
I got a hole in my foot from a stingray still.
No
From
way.
6 years
What
ago.
was his name?
Are you serious?
Has anybody
Seriously?
fucked the
Still-
hole?
Oh
in
yeah,
your
that's
foot?
why you had that thing on your leg. You missed work and you had a.
No, that's not why.
That
I
wasn't.
broke
it?
my foot. That
Oh,
was-
I thought that was from that.
Completely different incident.
You really are a pig. You know
Sorry.
that? Give me an oink. Yeah, you really are a
Sorry.
pig. Thank you for the education there, Captain.
Yeah, no
Isn't
problem.
that shit fun? I love that fucking shit.
I wanna. So do we?
Remember,
do a
I was
little-
bio pre-med before I started doing
Do we
all
do a
chef
little
stuff.
boat trip with Adam?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we can do this right on the fucking boat.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
We could do the show too. You'll
Throw
come
your
right
fucking
out,
ass in there and let you fucking. There's a bait fish. Get him in there.
and we'll do a little fishing.
Wherever we pull up, I'll cook for y'all. If we
Seriously?
can keep it.
Yeah, yeah. Is that
Yeah.
a deal?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wherever we pull up, I'll cook.
We'll do it.
Frickin', can we do it all blackened? I like that.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
we can do it all here.
No.
Specific questions.
No,
Blackened?
no.
It's kind of racist, but
I'm
yeah,
gonna steam
we
it.
No, not
We're
steamed.
steaming the fish
Boil
now.
it
We
in
don't-
water.
So I know you won't like it.
All right, any more questions for Adam before we get into sports?
I don't know, teacher. Sorry.
What do you got? Fire away.
Do you guys ever catch any? What else are some bigger fish not named bonnethead, not named sheep's head? Are there any other fish you guys go out for? Mackerel? I know you guys do mackerel, right?
During the summer?
Yeah. Well, anytime.
Mackerel's
Well,
not very good.
this
What's the
time
big
of year,
draw?
this time of year at
species.
when we go offshore, and by offshore I mean 30 to 40 miles off the
Jesus
beach.
Christ.
Yeah.
The
Jesus
only
Christ.
thing that we can really keep are the jacks, amberjacks, Almaco jacks.
I like amberjack.
I've
Never had it.
I
Great.
like amberjack.
It's great.
It's good fish.
And cobia. We do actually this time of year catch some cobia, but we catch more, but we don't have live bait to bring out there with us. So we catch them on diamond jigs and bucktails.
It's crazy when you
And
talk to chefs about cobia. Some chefs hate cobia.
I like it.
Oh, it's so firm. It's just fucking gross.
Highest
I
level
like cobia.
of omega-3s of any fish
that true?
on the planet.
Is that true?
Yes. Even more than salmon, even more than...
In the kitchen, people hate cleaning. They hate cleaning tile fish. They hate cleaning cobia.
Wow.
What about
And I feel like
rockfish?
it's tough.
Skin?
I
Is
feel like it's
rockfish
tough,
clean?
yeah.
Is
Rockfish
rockfish-
is beautiful. It's like grouper, right?
Serrated knife. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What's
The skin of... Well, and this time of year, that's all I use. I mean, I'm catching... Well, it's not all I use, but I use it
You use
a
serrated
lot more
knives?
often.
I've
Yeah, I
never
use-
used a serrated knife to clean fish.
Well, you have to break the scales.
Oh, to get up and to dress it. And okay, that makes sense. That
Yeah,
makes
and a
sense.
cobia, their skin is probably 3/16, quarter
That's why
inch
it
thick.
has all that omega.
Depending
it's
on
just
how
thicker
big.
skin.
Because on a
Fat-
triggerfish, I've
fat
used an actual
content.
automatic knife before.
Hey,
Yes,
what's
to
the
fucking get through that shit.
farthest you've ever been out in the sea as far as miles?
Off the beach probably
it-
about 85 to
So it's
90
never
miles.
been over 100.
No,
That's crazy, isn't it? Though going 40s.
Think
Going
about it.
40s.
You're
is
talking
fucking nuts.
a half a state.
80
Some,
is
some
crazy.
states it could be a half to a quarter of a
What,
state.
you talking about Vermont?
Yeah, any of them.
well, up north.
If you're going through the border,
they're
like
closer
I can
to
get
the
to North
Gulf
Carolina
Stream.
and I can get to
90
North-
miles over there, you're beyond the Gulf Stream.
Molly brought up something. She follows a lot. We follow like track sharks sometimes. We just like to see where their patterns are going, especially great whites. So trying to figure out where they're breeding and stuff like that. She pulled one up that they tagged in Hilton Head. What was it, 4 years ago? And I made this trip all the way around Florida. Went up in a Gulf. Did a little spinny thing up by like where Missouri meets Florida.
The Panhandle.
Yeah, I guess that's what you call it. It did a little circle thing. I'm like, oh, I wonder what that is. Then it went all the way down to Texas, to the bottom of Texas. It was just cool. She literally
They
brought up
travel,
this
man.
morning,
Those
and it's cool that we're
things
talking about
travel.
sharks now. Just-
Where's it
Molly
at
and I
now?
love sharks.
Where's it at now?
It's in Texas.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And
as soon as
the,
it's
the
warm
great
water.
whites, mind you, they're
They want warmer water, right?
no great whites will tolerate very cold water.
Yeah.
Big
but
metabolism.
I mean, yeah, they're up
They
to
create
Cape
their own
Cod and
what they
stuff,
want
too,
is a food source.
Food,
So
right.
seals, they travel up north during the winter because the seals are there.
Yeah.
The seals are traveling from the cold down. So
They catch them on their path, and they're like,
That's a wonderful thing to think about when you think about biology and like animal tracking. Food sources. Where's the food at? That's
seals
where a
are
lot of
perfect
these
for them.
predators
That's
are
a lot
going.
of fat. That the
Oh,
sharks
They
love
need
it.
it. They absolutely need it to create that heat in their body so they can,
Poor
take
seals,
these cold
though. I
waters.
mean, they get drugged down and
Well, they have tools to get away as well. It's not like it's a one-sided battle. The seals can't get away. Remember, sharks aren't this.
I know.
They're not known for their smarts. They are smart, but they're not known for their smarts. A seal's got quickness, and it can invade. It can get away.
Seals are like little monsters too, aren't they?
Yeah, they're evil
Seals
little
are-
Yeah,
bastards.
children. Yeah, they fuck your kid up. I'll kill that seal. I'll break its neck.
Seals are.
But yeah,
They
it depends
are-
on the seal. Like leopard seals are nasty seals.
I gotta use the bathroom. Bathroom break.
Speaking of seals, here's a walrus. Kevin, sit peeing down. You better sit down when you pee.
No,
No, you sit down.
no, I won't.
Good, he's gone. We can talk. Fucking. I like to think though that with all the sheep's head fishing and bonnet head fishing, you do that a lot, right? There are some cool species you guys get to catch as well, though, right?
Yeah, most of the time, at least once a year, I catch something that I can't identify.
That's cool, isn't
You
it? Isn't
cannot
that fun?
identify.
Yeah, not like
the
immediately.
hell?
I have to look, and that's what I enjoy.
That's
you know?
cool as hell. Isn't it?
Identify are when I'm bottom fishing and I'm 40 miles off the beach, and
Can you just pull your phone out this day and age and
I take a picture of it and
like Google image search it and
I have a friend that works for NOAA. I have some contacts where if I can't figure out what it is, I spread it around.
Do you ever
And-
weigh them or anything? You just take pictures.
No, a lot of
Weigh 'em?
times I'll weigh 'em.
Good idea. It's a good idea
what's
Hey.
that?
to weigh it.
Oh,
What the
weigh
fuck's this? Picture, weigh it, measure it. If you can. I mean, if you have a.
And there's a great app on your phone. Fish
I
Rules.
remember Hulk Hogan spit in my mouth.
So
We're talking.
Fish Rules works with DNR, and DNR will tell you to refer to Fish Rules because they update all the regulations.
Kind of cool.
Really
Cool
cool.
to have.
It's nice because when I'm 40 miles off the beach, I can't go on the DNR website.
Yeah.
But Fish Rules will back everything up
That's
and
cool.
give me the regulations as I'm going.
That's cool.
So I
That's
can
a
still
nice
pull
tool.
it up and try to identify the fish. And if I can't, most of the time I'll throw it away. I'll throw it back.
Throw it back. I know what you meant.
But
That's crazy. So listen. Do you think we know more about space than we do our oceans? Because I fucking do.
yeah.
It's crazy that you can go 40 miles off the beach, pull something up you've never seen before.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucking nuts?
Well, if you take distance,
We know.
we know more about Mars than we do
Yeah.
about.
That's what I'm saying.
You
Isn't
can't
bottom
that
of
get
the
to the
Mariana
bottom of our own
nuts?
oceans.
Yeah.
We have
You
no
can't get to
idea.
them.
We have no fucking idea.
And
There's
the
so much
amount of
shit.
species
There's lots of
and the
creatures.
things. I mean,
Oh yeah.
There's stuff that
it's
lives down there.
unbelievable. I follow a guy, a Russian gentleman, that does deep sea fishing. I mean,
2000.
yeah, he's going out in stuff that
It's so hard to
I
do,
don't
man. It's
ever
so hard to
catch
do,
or
man.
see, and the stuff that he pulls up, I mean, it looks like fucking aliens. And
Yeah.
at least once a month, he'll post something where he can't identify. It's a new species.
You gotta send me this guy.
Yeah. Okay. I will
have to take
After,
a look.
after the
figure it
show,
out.
you
Yeah,
gotta send me
I'll
this guy
figure
because
it
I'm
out.
very interested in that. That is fucking insane. I've always, as a kid, I was a big shark kid. Like when I was 5, 6, 7 years old, big shark guy. I had shark books that are still up in my parents' attics. I always did.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
sharks that are 800 years old.
I know. It's
And
fucking,
those
the
are-
Greenwich sharks or the Greenland sharks.
And they're cold water sharks, but they
Are
live
they
forever.
based
Very
on
slow,
maybe
very
possibly a
lethargic, but-
prehistoric lineage or no?
Well, sharks have been around
Possibly.
since
I
the
mean,
beginning.
they look like a fucking giant dogfish.
Sharks used to be the groupers of the world for a while. They were just
Yeah.
around, and there was
What
so
kind of
many
sharks
things
are
above
these?
them. Greenland sharks.
It's Greenland, yeah. And they're
What about salmon sharks? They live a little while too, don't they? Live about 100
salmon
years?
sharks too, yeah.
I could be wrong on this. I don't know, but
And
Live up
The-
to about
the ones
100
that-
years old or so.
the
right?
ones that live longer seem to be in cold water temperatures.
slows down the body, slows down
Yeah.
the metabolism. They can
So
live.
the-
Slows down
they-
their
they-
lifespan, basically.
They live a lot longer.
Crazy thing about-
and they're
about
weird,
water.
but you don't see them.
When you're in water, gravity slows the pool of the blood going through your heart.
Yeah.
You know, it can really
It really
extend your
does. It
age.
could be a secret way to live.
These things are prehistoric missiles. They're very lethargic and very slow. It's
250
crazy.
years.
It's fucking nuts.
They may live over 500.
Wow, that's insane.
They caught a couple of these guys down eating a dead whale the one time, and I saw it. This was years and years and years ago. It was probably on a nature documentary or whatever the fuck I was watching. But a couple of them kind of pass by it, and they're just kind of cruising. They go into it, and they're very lethargic. They're just eating this fucking blubber off this fucking whale, but they're doing it at their own fucking pace, and it's crazy. And they're like, this fish could be 175 years.
Yeah, right.
They had to bring up the whale,
Get the
didn't
fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
So we all know the local legend, Chip
The
Mike
whale,
Love.
yeah.
I had the my favorite fishing experience. I'll never forget it. Was with Chip, and we had a right whale that got caught in a net that died, and was offshore here.
That was Z whale. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Can we? I don't know this legend, so can we?
You don't know the local legend?
No,
Outcast.
we actually want to know.
Outcast sport fishing. It's Chip Michael Love. He tags and releases great whites,
Okay.
Ooh.
and he does it right up here off of Hilton.
Is there
Okay.
enough out here that he does it?
Yeah, they're everywhere, man. They go through New York.
I believe he tagged 16 last year and caught
Oh
more than
my
that.
God.
Oh, I see.
Awesome.
Local legend. I thought we were saying. I gotcha.
Okay,
I thought there was
what did I miss?
nothing. I was under the impression that there was
He was a local
like
legend.
a legend, like a.
Well, I mean, he is.
He's local.
Yes.
All right, go on with the story. Let's hear this.
So, the best fishing experience I ever had, and I'll never forget it, was we went out with a film crew, and Chip was working with Noah because he was tagging sharks off of this whale. So they were giving him the information to where there's a buoy on this right whale. So the right whales, there's very few left. So when one of them dies or gets sick or gets a fucking, I don't know, a cold, these people are on it. So when this one died, they put a tag on it, and they gave us the information to find it. And we went out with a film crew, and
So you were on that? I didn't know that. That's great. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Continue.
it made Shark Week. I was out.
I know.
I was on Shark.
No, I didn't know you were fucking.
I was
there.
on
never
Shark
knew
Week,
that
but
either.
all you can see is like my bibs.
Your cock on the side of the boat taking a
Because
piss.
they use for Shark Week, they use footage from this trip. Now he went out with the people from Shark Week. I wasn't on that trip, but on another one I was when we had a professional film crew. It was absolutely awesome, and the slick, the smell, all of it. I mean, looking down, it was I believe the right whale was 56 feet long, and by the time that we had gotten there, or I had gotten there with Chip, the only thing left was the head. That's what was floating it.
They ate the whole entire rest of the body?
And you could see the clarity of water. It was around this time of year, so you had really good clarity of water. You could see the spinal column and the rib cage and everything that they had completely stripped.
Ooh.
And
that
the
thing fed
fucking
everybody.
rib cage on this thing was like 4-inch PVC
Piping.
pipes. And the slick.
What
I
a
still
animal.
have those bibs, and every once in a while, I've washed them 50 times. That smell will still
Be
come.
on there.
It'll still get you, and I'll never forget it.
You
It's
take
like
it back to the place.
it's like rotten meat, but it's sweet, so it's weird because
Oh, God,
you're like,
make me
oh, that's not that bad.
not that good.
And the slick on this thing, so where the head, which was maybe 12 or 15 feet by 8 feet, that was the only thing floating. The slick of the blubber,
It's like an oil trail throughout the water.
Yeah,
That's what you
I
would
get
guess.
it.
it was. I mean, it was a football field around us. Just that, and
Like you can see the boat breaking through it as you're approaching.
yeah, it was gross.
That's
Like
crazy.
it looked like you could walk on it.
It's like oil in there.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And the amazing part was when we pulled up to it, when we finally found it, it took us a little while to find it because they give us the last ping. This thing would only ping every 2 hours.
It's
So
getting hit,
you have to
getting
bring in
pulled.
tide and,
Oh.
so you got to find it. And it's an 8 by 12 piece floating on top of the ocean. It's not that easy to,
Yeah.
you know. So when we do finally find it, there's all these sharks, and I'm talking like 1,000 to 2,000 pound great whites mixed in with 500 to 1,500 pound tiger sharks. That was it. It was just tiger sharks and great whites.
Great whites. They're eating.
But I never. No, most people don't ever get to interact with sharks that are lazy and lackadaisical and just swimming together on top. There was no purpose to it. There was no nothing. No, they were fat.
It's instinct.
I mean, they've been eating a 60 fucking foot whale for a week and a half. So they weren't real aggressive, and they were just swimming around. And when we pulled up, I mean, before we did anything, we watched.
They were basically
just watched
snacks at that point
for like an hour and a half. I mean,
it was after Thanksgiving dinner, and they were
they're ready for the game. They're ready for the nap on the couch. Trying to kick a cousin off.
What made you guys break the awe-inspiring watch to actually do the work then?
Oh, because the people hired us to catch
one.
Yeah. So we had to go into that. But I mean, if it was just Chip and I,
how do you catch a full shark?
Oh, how do you catch one?
Yeah.
You use a big reel, big rod and reel.
So
my shark rod is I have a 50 wide. I have an Akuma. Most people use Shimano's or like a TLD 50. That's that low end, but Chip has little Rockstar stuff. And you're basically putting on a tuna rod. I guess that would be the only other thing that I would use it for.
Okay.
Or
how
trolling
big tuna's good?
Or wahoo, something like that. But,
massive, the size of you almost.
So I'm running 200 pound braid on that, and I have about just under a mile of line on there, which I never use.
200-pound braid.
Yep, 200-pound braid, and then that's
it can break.
If it's not, I'm not. You caught a whale. I mean,
right.
I can put almost 50 pounds of drag.
I'm talking about if you're trying to catch one of them sharks.
Yeah, that's what I use to catch it.
That's what he's saying.
So that 400 or that 200-pound braid, I use a 400-pound leader. So I'm using 400-pound test to a big 20-aught circle hook. And actually, these days I've toned it down, and I think
not a hook anymore. That's a weapon. Fuck me, right? I mean, that's a big.
It's that big.
It's probably for humanity towards the.
It's a big fucking hook.
I mean, big fish, you need a big hook, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not fishing for the whites or trying to tag anything. So during the summer, I don't put a steel tippet on there. A lot of guys will, and that's somewhere between 80 and 160, 120 pound steel to that hook, and I don't do that because now number one, I don't have a mate.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have to deal with the shark, and the hooks that I use are designed to rust out in 2 weeks. So most of the time they're going to shake them prior.
Gets them out of their mouth if it cuts off, right?
And they don't care about that,
right?
To be honest. So that's what you're using. And I use my 400-pound leader. I'll start at about 30 feet, and then as I catch sharks, I'm cutting it off. And when I get down to about 12 feet, that's about the minimum that I'll use. And the idea is the shark skin's like sandpaper. So if that hits my 200-pound braid, his tail hits that, it's going to break me off. But if it hits that 400-pound leader, I'm okay. And when I get it to the boat, I can pull out my pliers and cut that leader, and no big deal.
Yep.
And those big ones, I'm not killing them. They're illegal to kill, but
they should be, right?
Yeah, I mean,
no, I don't agree with that. I think sharks should be a slop fish, just like a redfish, because we're killing the breeders. We're allowing people. The only allowable shark that we're able to kill are these giant sharks. They're breeders, so we're killing the breeders.
Okay.
I don't like it. I think we should have a slot limit on sharks, like we do for redfish or black drum a lot of the other fish.
Shit,
that we
I'm
catch.
sorry. I thought you said you weren't allowed to kill the big fish. You
No,
were allowed.
once they're over 56 inches, pretty much any shark in the ocean I'm allowed to kill. There's certain ones that are
Because
protected.
underneath that, then they don't keep breeding, and it forces them to possibly
Everybody
be
has to hit
extinct.
maturity to breed.
Yeah.
Right, but the regulations are telling us to kill the fucking breeding sharks.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are they trying to do away with this?
I mean, after
They don't want us to
50
kill
years,
sharks, I think, is really the idea. Because you kill something that's that big, and actually, I think I misspoke. I think it's 54 inches.
Hurt.
Anyway, when you kill that, the meat, regardless of how thin you cut it, whatever you do with it, it's like chewing on a fucking flip flop.
So it's not.
So
right.
why would I do that?
You wouldn't.
I mean,
Trophy. Assholes.
Trophy.
right?
Yeah. Trophy.
And I'm not a trophy guy. I'd rather
Or an
be an
asshole.
Well, that's not always true.
I've heard you have a very pretty asshole. But you're not.
That's it's
He
actually
he
true.
shaves
no,
and
let me tell you about
he
that.
shaves and bleaches it.
Hey, that's a crazy story though. You went out with shit
I like all that.
Yeah, I
That's
did.
great.
and catch. You guys caught a tiger or great?
I hooked it. That was the one and only time I've hooked a great white, and
That would be a
it
bad.
shook the hook. It was
That would
about
be a bad
1,500
And he was
pounds.
not hungry, right? I mean, these
Not
guys
really.
been eating.
So he's just wrestling around.
And we had to kind of trick it. So what we did was we took a piece of amberjack and put it on top of the whale's head
enticed them.
with the hook in it,
Mhm.
and
Enticed them.
we just drifted away. And I just kept letting line out on this 50 wide, and the camera crew that we had put a drone up in the air, and it was sitting like 8 feet up on top of this floating whale head
Did you
with
see
my
the
bait
activity
on there.
around, or just to catch?
Yeah,
it?
and we
Just
tied
to
a
see
balloon
when that
to the bait.
shark grabs for the bait.
So what we were watching for was the sharks that were coming up to feed. They didn't want to catch a tiger, so we were waiting for a great white to come up. And when it did, I locked up the bail so that it came tight, and that piece of amberjack went into the water, and we had a balloon on it, so it floated, and we watched the hookup of the great white eating the bait.
That's
Oh,
fucking
God.
sweet, dude.
Did this all make the show?
Whew.
No,
No, this was
I don't even know if I'm supposed to be talking about it, but
We might have to cut this. We're gonna have to cut this.
I was asking for a link for it, but it's not.
I mean, we have pictures of it. I'm sure Chip would be happy with the, I'm not giving away anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
We kind of do need a link so we can all go and watch this.
But it was incredible. Not only did we,
Absolutely incredible.
so when the bait came in the water, the shark didn't just go right after
No.
it. They're not stupid.
They have to be
So
enticed. They have to be
It
enticed.
circled it. It bumped it. It circled it. It circled it, and then when it decided it wanted it, it took it.
What do you think? It took 10 minutes?
No.
20?
From the time that it was
Dropped it.
probably 3 or
5
4 minutes, but
They're
I
in-
mean,
they're in
that's
right away.
relatively quick, though.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like they say. You smell blood in the water. These sharks, they're in on it.
Well, there's a dead whale in the water with the slickest side of a football field.
right?
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
crazy.
That's
I mean,
nuts.
I
dude.
think basically it went after it because it was, it's.
What the fuck's that?
Think about a dog. You're eating fucking dog food every day.
Mm-hmm.
If I throw a fucking piece of steak into your dog bowl,
You're in. You're in.
Oh,
and
he's gonna lick it.
You're in.
you're going
Lick
for
it.
the steak. You know,
Lick it. He's
whatever.
gonna devour
It
it.
tastes different.
Yeah.
They're gonna lick it.
Well,
That's fucking awesome, man.
and that's how we got herpes.
well, the
Oh,
second
and
time.
that's
the
how I
second
got
time.
pink eye.
Captain, that's fucking sweet, man.
Captain, I love
Thank
that
you for
story.
busting us with that story.
No problem.
If we have
now
to
we
cut
got-
it, please let us know.
We
But
got to
no,
talk
that
some.
was
No,
awesome.
no, no.
We got to talk some Bills and Browns and stuff. We have to do it.
Okay,
There's
I'm
a lot
gonna
of
piss
stuff.
for this.
Yeah, maybe I'm take a piss.
There's a
We'll
lot of-
transition into the sports. Well, we got to talk some fucking free agency too. There's a bunch of shit going on right now.
I don't know who's left.
I'm gonna save the Patriots talk because I don't want to be like an asshole, but I do feel like I've been calling this the whole time. And if it does actually happen, I want to make or 5 days ago that they will do anything in their power to get rid of Mac Jones. Now I think they
should.
gave him away for almost nothing. I can't find the deal. Now that I'm
Fifth
here.
round pick.
That was it.
I believe so.
Sixth
Sixth
round
round
pick.
pick. I'm
They
sorry.
gave him away for fucking nothing. Do you know why? Because they need him off the
sucks.
fucking books.
Because he sucks.
Because he's not in their plans. Do you know why he's not in their plans?
'Cause he
Because
sucks.
they're gonna go out and they're gonna get fucking Flacco and they're gonna
Because he
draft a
sucks.
quarterback this year.
I don't think he sucks. I
I
disagree
think he
with that.
sucks.
That's all
I
I'm
think he
saying.
sucks.
I think
I don't think he
I think
sucks.
it was bad coaching.
Bad.
I think he sucks.
Coaching. Yeah.
I think
I
he's
think it was
terrible.
coaching.
I think even with the good coach and the team.
Belichick's like, you don't know how to throw touchdowns? Like, Brady just used to do that for me. Well, the last 6 years, he really didn't have to coach offense. I mean, right?
Yeah.
McDaniels, get with Brady. That's what he did for fucking
Yeah.
8 years almost. McDaniels had to
So
stay
Mac Jones is out. Who do you think they get?
in the draft. I don't know.
In general, I think
They're going for Flacco.
they should be going for Kirk Cousins
offense-
too. They should go for Cousins.
They have all those offensive coaches in the Browns who just worked with Flacco
So
for
you
those
want
last
Fla-
6 years.
Flacco's
They're going to get
old.
Flacco's going to be their
Flacco's
starter
old.
for the
Cousins
next year
ain't
or
as
two.
old as Flacco. Flacco's what? 46? I don't know. 47? He's old.
The Patriots have so many more
No.
problems.
I know.
No.
Is he 38?
Yes. He's
It's not just a
38.
quarterback they
I
have
think he
problems
turned
with.
39 this year. No, you're right, Captain. You're right. But I think this is a big thing
Name
for
an
them going
offensive
forward.
talent on the fucking Patriots.
So they hired Gerard Mayo as their head coach. The
No,
defensive
no.
guy.
That's not what I. Give me a kid on an offensive weapon on the Patriots. Name one.
The Patriots.
Ramondre Stevenson.
No, I can't.
Okay.
Why?
You want me to name a few more?
Do you have
I mean,
any?
If they keep Kendrick Bourne, if they keep Aguilar, he might be gone.
Any one of them going to make the fucking Pro Bowl?
No. We'll see if Flacco goes there. They probably all could.
Not Flacco.
Come
No.
on, man. That's their
They
plan.
need.
God damn it.
Oh, that's your boyfriend.
Is it again?
No.
Yep.
that
that
is-
is.
Oh, shit. Piss.
Yep. It happens. Let's turn this.
I do believe that's her plan. Because Gerard Mayo does not want to have to worry about offense.
No.
And he's not going to have to. If they can draft, get a starter in this year. Flacco can start for him this year. You know he fucking can. You know he fucking can.
Is Zeke gonna play next year too?
Oh, I think he's a free agent, buddy.
I think he stays for one more year.
We'll see. We'll see what happens with him. That was just my spiel. That's what I think the Patriots are going after right now.
I'm gonna guarantee you, if he does stay, Ramondre Stevenson and Ezekiel Elliott for a tandem running back next year, I'd be all in on that.
Now, I know you said Aguilar, and this is my ignorance. Cause
He might not be there still.
Aguilar's there. Aguilar's a veteran now. We call him veteran,
Yeah,
right?
he's done.
Um,
They had Kendrick Bourne. They had a couple guys.
who's this guy? I don't know him.
Kendrick Bourne? Yes, you do. He's a wide receiver.
I know they signed that Hunter. They re-signed that tight end for 3 years. Like they gave him,
Oh.
they gave him a bunch of money, $30 million 3 years or something like this.
You're talking about
So they like
Hunter
him.
Henry.
Hunter
Hunter Henry?
thank you.
Yes.
Yep, that's him.
So they like thank you, Cap. They like this guy. I don't know who he is. I don't know anybody on the Patriots because I just did not pay attention.
They have some talent on there. They just need a good quarterback, and they're good. Their defense is always going to be good. I don't know how it'll be this year without Belichick. Their defense could definitely suffer tremendously.
Well, Gerard Mayo's not a.
Is
not
his
a
son
dummy.
still on
He was
the team
defensive
or no?
coordinator. What?
Is Belichick's son still the defensive coordinator now?
No,
or
it was
no?
Gerard Mayo, and now he's the head coach, wasn't it? Last year, Gerard Mayo was defensive. Oh, maybe he was a linebackers coach.
Yeah. He wasn't defense.
Okay.
That's always been Belichick's son.
Well, that's up to Gerard.
There you go, Stephen Belichick.
What are we doing here?
What? I was.
Yeah.
Listen,
Good idea.
I was on the
Good
first
Good idea.
bottle
You
here.
went to Washington?
Not to Washington, not the Commanders.
Washington State
No,
College.
yeah, whatever it is.
Some-
University
some-
of Washington.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
University of Washington.
The Patriots are fucked next season. They're screwed.
We don't know that.
They are.
I don't think they're going to win the fucking division or anything crazy like that, but maybe they'll win a couple more games.
Oh, they're
How many games
definitely
they win this year, Adam?
They're not
3?
taking on the Bills. They're going to win.
Four?
Four?
Yeah, they're not taking on the Bills or Miami.
They're trying to give themselves a chance to win 6 games, and I expect that. And I think you can do that with Flacco.
Okay. Shalom.
I don't know about Flacco. I don't know why you would go for
They
Flacco.
got Mac Jones on the books. Why do the Jags take Mac Jones? Because he was cheap?
They need a backup. They don't have complete faith in Trevor Lawrence.
And he's injury prone, as
Well-
we've seen.
Mac Jones is solid as a rock right now. He just sucks.
He was very injured. He was very injured this year, but he still played. I give him a lot of credit for that. I hate this guy. I do not like Trevor Lawrence. It's not that I don't think he's good. I think he's very good.
I think he's overrated.
But the whole thing with Clemson and Ohio State, when they fucked them, the refs took the touchdown away, and Fuck Trevor Lawrence. Fucking pussy. Actually, he's not a pussy. He's a very good quarterback who played very hurt this year and didn't do very well doing it. Kind of like Baker Mayfield. Mayfield played hurt and didn't do very fucking well.
Mayfield got to the playoffs. Mayfield had a good team.
Not this year with the fucking Browns.
Whatever.
What are you so mad about?
I like Baker Mayfield.
Why are you so pissy?
Because I like Mayfield. I think he did great this year.
I hate Baker Mayfield, but I will give him credit. He did.
Why
He
you hate
played
him?
a great. Because he's a cocky prick.
He's my boy.
He's not anymore.
He's my boy. He's a
He
gamer.
switched all that.
He changed.
Okay.
Changed his attitude.
But that's why I've always hated
He
him.
uses
He's a
both
cocky
hands
prick.
now instead of one. He's not cocky.
Show me again.
He uses both hands now instead of one.
Does he cup the balls?
I mean,
Hey, why are you so pissy?
I don't know.
You look pissy. You want to do? You want to stand up, shake it out?
Yeah.
I'll do it with you. Come on, let's stand up, shake it out. Come on. Shake it out.
And a beer. And a beer.
Shake it out. Shake it out. Try not to shake your pee-pee, just your butt and your hips.
This is a fun visual, Adam. I hope you're ready for
It
this.
stinks in here now. Feel better?
A little bit.
It
Hey,
did.
you look better.
I do.
You know,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, there we go. That's a kiss him. Kiss. Tell
Keep
him
the
about him.
shakes to a minimum. It smelled like anal and shame. It was,
Yeah,
it was bad.
Let's always stink.
My baby.
It always stinks.
That is sexy, man.
Get your beer and go.
Baker got a $100 million contract. $50 million guaranteed over 3 years.
Are you serious?
Yes. What do you think?
$100
What do you think about this, Adam?
I don't think
Baker, I like Baker.
What do you think about his contract?
Not a hundred.
I don't know enough about it to.
It's loosely put. It's 3 years, $100 million. He's gonna get 50 guaranteed.
I don't like that.
So I think there's an out in the
And it
third,
goes-
probably.
No. Good. The 50 guaranteed is the first 2 seasons.
Okay,
Correct,
so
25,
can I say
45.
something?
So
You know what
they-
that tells me? That tells me that Tampa Bay actually believes he's going to get them to the Super Bowl. That's why they're paying him this kind of money.
Or at least get them to where they need to be for the next 3 years, right?
I don't
Which is
think-
playoffs.
You're not
playoffs,
paying a
playoffs.
quarterback that much to
Playoffs.
get you to the Super Bowl. That's all there is to it.
I don't think they
I
paid
think
him
they
that
finally
much.
got a good fucking quarterback.
They could. I think they did too, but I
Tampa-
think
If he costs you 25 over the next 2 years, like we said, that 50 million guaranteed is going to be paid over the next 2 years. They probably put an option in the third year that they can cut him, and they've
They
already
can-
paid their 50,
Right.
and all those incentives are just gone. Now we can get where we want to be in 2 years.
And it's incentive based too.
But on a third, yeah, we'll take you on for the
You
third.
can,
You
you
still
can
have
go up
your
to
Here, it's 30 in the first, 10 in the second,
10 million in the second year.
10 in the third. I don't know.
but not guaranteed money.
I
The
assume
guaranteed
that would be-
money
This
is
is
in
the
the first
guaranteed
2
money.
years.
Yeah.
I only know this because I watched.
30 million is fully guaranteed in year one, with another 10 million in 2025
And then another 10 in the third
for
season, dead
injury
money, and they
investing
cut him.
next year. Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. He's
I
gonna
like
make
it.
his 50 million. It's good for Baker. It's really good for Baker.
And
Because-
I like him there.
You could be, in week 10, you could be going somewhere else, playing the fucking Thursday night game when you get there on Tuesday, and you don't want to be doing that. You want to be with your fucking team. They gave him an offer that allows him to make
I'm
$100
not
million.
paying for Mayfield.
At least he's
120.
going to make 50.
I think with incentives, the contract goes up.
Maybe
You're not
I assume the rest of that
The
50 million was
incentives are
incentives.
professional.
But that was what makes me think they have a cut clause in that third year. Like, hey, listen,
They
we'll pay
do.
you your 25 and 25,
Are
but
you
after that,
serious?
From
Yeah,
what I heard,
yeah.
no, I don't. I'm going by what I heard.
Are we gonna use that this year?
Whatever the fuck.
Let's not have little side
NFL,
conversations. Get back.
Who's
the
your
NFL
mother.com.
Network, whatever.
who'syourmother.com.
Yeah. Which
I've
you can
been there.
also find.
But now you don't want to talk about it. Then you don't want to know what that's about.
If you do that search, it's also right next to amateurfacials.com. Is Who's Your Mother's.
You're kidding me.
Yes, I am kidding you.
Well, I'm gonna go check it out.
If those were actual stores on the street, you would hang out at the coffee shop right next to them. You know that, Kevin?
Hey. You guys want to all go see a movie this year and film it?
Absolutely not with you.
It would be illegal, but it'd be
Absolutely
fun.
not. Honestly.
What are we doing?
He wants to go bootleg a movie.
Yeah.
Why?
He's a weird dude. He's a weird dude.
We all go see a movie, get some popcorn, film
So
each
it's-
other in there.
Are you
Napster is so long gone.
Bear
We're
share.
not
I'm a
Napster.
bear share guy.
We're not Napster.
Hey, are you upset because after Baker we're gonna bring up Mike Evans?
Well, I don't want to bring up Mike up.
I know.
Why?
Is that why you've been so pissy? Is that why you're so pissy?
No, that's not why. But I really wanted Mike Evans to go to the Bills this year.
I really want to shit on a golden toilet.
So,
Think about that though, Captain. Wouldn't Mike Evans been?
Would
on
you
the
have loved
Bills
that
this
or
year?
no?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Would that have been like shitting on a golden toilet?
We gotta
Getting
think
Mike
though
Evans?
that Tampa Bay is not done yet, right?
No, obviously not. They
They
re-signed
They
signed their 2 offensive staples. What are they gonna do on the defensive side of the ball? Are they gonna bring other people back? Who's going to be their running back?
Here's the thing, though.
A lot of fun
Them-
questions with that team.
by
They're
them
okay with Cap. too.
By them re-signing Evans and
30 million
Mayfield, that just totally makes me believe that they think that's a team that's going to get them there.
Compete, at least. In the very least, they're going to compete, and they want playoffs.
Here's the thing: they can compete in their division.
Right now,
They can't compete
They're the-
after their
they're the
division.
favorite in the division right
Dude,
now.
That's
Division.
That's why
They
they're so
can't beat
fun for
playoff
them,
teams.
right?
They can't beat Eagles, Dallas.
They
San
just beat
Fran.
Eagles
Okay, but they can't.
in the playoffs.
They're not a Super Bowl team right now. I'm sorry.
Playoffs.
I love Mayfield.
I
He's not
agree,
the
buddy.
Super
I
Bowl
agree. They're
quarterback.
not going to get to the fucking promise.
Evans should have went to the Bills this year. Took us
No,
to the
come
freaking
on.
Super Bowl.
But think
What
about
do
it,
you mean?
buddy.
Come on. Diggs and Evans? Are you crazy?
But come on, think about it. There's 32 teams.
You're a Bills fan.
Only
What
one
would that
wins
have
the
done for
fucking
us?
Super Bowl.
That's a Super Bowl caliber team immediately.
Look what
if
the
we got
Browns
us.
did. We signed fucking Watson and gave him 230.
That has nothing to do with this. That was the dumbest thing they've ever done in Cleveland Browns history.
But I'm saying this is not a dumb deal for Baker Mayfield to think that they
I
can
know
make
it's
the
not.
playoffs.
It's not for
and
Evans
compete for
either.
something.
But
Wonderful.
if Evans would have went to the Bills, that
But
is
it's done. It's over. So
Here
why
we
are
go.
you driving
Because-
yourself
because
crazy?
he asked about
The
it.
heart
That's
yearns.
freaking why.
The
He
heart
asked about it.
yearns.
No, he didn't ask. He asked about.
He said, "Oh, what do you feel about Mike Evans? Oh, what do you think I feel?" It's
He's
like,
not going to the Bills.
It's like eating Tabasco and sriracha and then shitting myself 15 minutes later. That's what it feels like. A burn in my asshole that I wanted. I would have did anything to have.
You
Evans.
wanted the burn in your asshole? Or you
I would
wanted
have done
like-
anything to have
You
Evans.
should have my tacos last night.
I would have
Woo!
done anything to have Evans on the Bills this season.
I know.
Okay.
So.
Anything.
So now Calvin Ridley. What do you think about Calvin Ridley on the Bills?
I love him.
Yeah, come on, tell
on the
this
Bills.
motherfucker.
On the Bills, though,
I'm gonna ask him one after that, and I'm gonna see how he feels.
to be honest,
He's a good receiver, man.
here's
He can't draw targets.
the
from
receivers.
Diggs.
The receivers
He's
for the
not a
Bills.
threat.
The receivers for the Bills. I think that we should deal Gabe Davis.
He's a free agent.
He's done. He's out.
You can't deal.
Okay, we can't deal him. All right, fine.
You can resign him if you want
I
to.
want a young kid. I want someone that doesn't
Yeah,
You
give
got
a
Shakira.
one.
shit.
You
We
guys
have
got
Shakira.
a young
We have
kid. You got
Shakira.
Shakira. He's fucking mwah. I
Yeah,
love that
I want
kid.
someone
what
that
I'm
can.
saying.
I want someone that can stretch the field.
Yeah,
It's not
We have
like that.
that's what he's
Shakir
saying.
and Diggs. We need one more veteran
He's
wide
saying that,
receiver.
dude.
I
Yeah,
want a
big,
fucking
long guy.
barn burner.
I want a
barn
DeAndre
burner.
Hopkins. I want
What
a
was-
Mike Evans. I
what was-
want
what was
a
the guy-
Tyler Lockett. Give me Tyler Lockett at this point.
What was the guy
Fuck
that
it.
fucking bounced on his
Over
head?
Ridley?
Give me
Take
Lockett
Remember
over
BB?
Ridley all day, and Lockett's 31, 32. I'll take Lockett for 2 years. I don't give a shit about Ridley at that point.
Really?
Yeah, and Lockett's a free agent. He
Okay,
can-
that's fine. I disagree, obviously, but
Why? Don't you think?
I've never been
I
a
want
big
to
Rocket, bud.
Can I just say something real quick for Buffalo? Any wide receiver that can work in tandem with Diggs is a fucking game winner. Do you get it? If he draws any targets from Diggs,
And so
he's a
you
game winner.
think Lockett's a better choice for that than Rid?
I don't know, but I'm saying I
We
wouldn't
don't
be
have to
upset with
talk a lot.
Lockett.
Is Lockett available?
Yes, and he's a veteran, dude.
He's not a free
He
agent.
smokes cornerbacks.
What about Pittman?
Yes, he is this year.
What about Pittman then?
Tyler Lockett's a free agent.
Let's pull it up. I bet you he is, right?
Adam,
I bet
can you
he's a
bring
free
up
agent.
the wide receiver
I
free
would
agent still
say
available?
yes on that.
Why wouldn't you trade for T. Higgins then?
I was going to add, that was my next question.
But
What do
you-
you think
you-
about T. Higgins for the Bills?
You have previously
him.
said that you don't
I
like
don't
T.
like T.
Higgins.
Higgins.
What do you
I don't
think?
like him.
I love T. Higgins. I think he's a number one.
Everybody
I
loves
think-
him
I
except
think
me.
he's a number
Everybody loves him except me. I'm going to tell you right now.
I don't think he's. I think he can be a number one, but I don't think he's obviously he's not one of the top 20.
I don't want
He's
him to
not
be
number one.
I don't want him to be
Since he-
number one. I
But
want to
with
be.
Diggs?
I want a number 2 for Diggs. You think so? You think he's?
I think we have that on the
If
team.
he's okay with being the number
Who are
2,
we talking about?
then he works great.
T. Higgins.
Hey,
He's franchised.
They franchised him.
Like a couple days ago.
God.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. He
So
wasn't.
so now you have to trade for
And I
him.
think we have a
And
number
pay him.
2 on the Bills.
Fuck.
I think that Shakir
Shakir?
is a number 2.
He's too predictable.
That's a good one,
That's
Adam.
the problem. Like, if we have Diggs out there and we have Shakira out there.
Look at his numbers
just-
after the catch.
Marquise Brown.
And look at his
know.
numbers at targets.
I know, but
If
I'm
you
saying,
throw the ball to that kid,
Marquise
he
Brown.
catches
I
it.
think Calvin Ridley.
he's going to be great this year. What I'm saying is,
Who's
it's
next?
making a predictability.
Yeah, I want.
You're either covering Diggs or Shakir.
You don't
Listen,
want
I
that.
want another
Dave Davis
element
from your team.
that draws targets from people.
Yes, I do too.
Like a-
but I don't want it in free agency. I want to pay the kid the
They
fucking
don't know
rookie
that.
minimum.
Do you want Marvin Harrison Jr.?
Well, yeah, but I don't think we're gonna get him
Why?
because he's gonna go in the top 5.
Oh shit! Jake, did you hear what was just said?
What? No.
I said,
Hold on.
so,
Let me pinch this thing
because
off.
this dude seems to think that Marvin Harrison is going in like the second or third round.
No.
And if he goes in the first, it's way late, he told me.
Yeah, but I don't
He's
think
a
I
top
said
5
he wasn't
pick.
going in the first. I said he's not going number 1 overall.
No, you said we'll trade down and we'll get him in the 16th round. You said shit like that. And I was like, what, dude?
Round.
I said, he's not coming out of the first, and you told me he was.
Adam, can you clear this up for us? The other week when we were arguing
What are
about
we
Marvin
clearing
Harrison
up?
Jr.,
I was talking about how
he said he was going to go first overall.
I
and
said
I said
he
no,
could.
he's not.
I
He
said
thinks
he
I
could.
said he was going to go in the 8th
I said if
round,
he's not, he's
9th,
gonna go in the
10th,
second
20th
or
round.
third.
There's no 8th, 9th, 10th, 20th
And
round.
here's what I said. I said, if he doesn't, he's going to go
I
in the
think
second.
it's somewhere in the middle. I think you kind of insinuated he would go later.
And I
Correct.
said he's going within the first 5 picks.
You said he was going
I
first
agree with
pick.
that.
That was the
I said he
initial-
could
You
go-
said first pick.
I did, but I said it depends on the situation. I said,
And the Bears.
and you're like, he'll be there in the 12th, 13th pick. And I said, no, the fuck he won't.
No, he's going in the top 5.
Yes.
but he's not going
That's what I
number
said,
1.
too.
That's
He
a
could.
fucking
What
pipe
if the
dream.
Bears keep Justin Fields and say, we're getting Marvin Harrison for him? You don't think that's a possibility? If they don't, if
think
they
the
keep
Bears
their
would
first
trade away
overall
there.
pick and they say, we're going with Justin Fields again one more year.
I
And they
remember
say,
now.
we need a wide receiver.
If the Bears are not going with Caleb,
Put your finger in his mouth. Sit down.
Then they take him. Correct?
but that pick's gone.
But if
So
you're
he's not going to go number
Captain,
1.
if you're the
What do you
fucking
think he's
Bears
going
and
on?
you want Marvin Harrison, why would you take him first overall? Why wouldn't you trade
I
back
would-
for your 4, 5, 10
Okay.
spots?
Where's he going, though?
And that's
Where's he
it.
going? That's my next question.
You
Where's he
have
going?
remember, the Bears have the 8th or 9th. Is it the 8th or 9th pick in the draft as well? Number 1 and number
Is he?
8.
Do you think he's going to make it to the
Wait.
8th or 9th pick?
I don't. I mean, I don't
Sorry,
think he's
buddy,
going
you lost.
to the 8th and 9th.
Okay,
lost.
he's not
I
going
don't.
first overall. And if he
Is
does,
he going
that's a
second,
mistake.
third, fourth, or fifth?
Possibly. I mean,
Possibly, or he is?
I don't think he's going 1 or 2.
What is he?
You
the
think he's
guru
going
now?
third?
But he might go 3,
He's
4,
got a crystal
5,
ball,
no problem.
and he makes you right.
No, it just shows
Because
you
you're
that.
right. Is if he
That's
goes
what it
first
is.
overall. That's how you win this.
Do you want to look up ESPN and look up Marvin Harrison?
No,
and see
I
what
want
he's-
to look up the last show.
Let's look what they think where they think he's going in the mock drafts. Let's look it up. You're going to be a Bears. It's going to be 3,
No.
4, or 5.
Why would I be
guarantee
embarrassed
it.
of that?
Well,
Because
look,
you were like,
all right.
he's going in the second
so
The
round,
only
third
thing
round.
I'm
Whoa,
saying
whoa,
is he's
hold
not
on.
going first overall.
Here are the picks,
Okay.
right? Here's how they go. 1, 2, 3.
He's on. He's
He
gone
could go to
already.
New England.
He's gone in one of
He's
those
not
3
going to go.
picks.
He's not going to go to Chicago. He's not going to go to Washington.
He could
What about
very
Chicago
well
at 9?
go to Chicago.
Does he make Chicago at 9?
No, he'll be gone because New England. I can see him going there.
draft a quarterback.
Especially
They need
if
him.
they pick up a veteran quarterback,
need him.
he's going there. If not, Arizona. Fuck
They're
yeah,
taking
they're
him.
taking him.
They're taking him for Kyler.
Fucking Titans.
They don't need a. They don't
Fucking
need.
Titans will
Arizona
take him
doesn't
and
need
sit
a
on him
quarterback.
too. And
But
that's
then
Arizona
think about
doesn't need a
this.
quarterback.
If
and
they
neither do
skip
the
him-
Chargers.
Chargers are taking him.
Fuck yes.
If he's left on the board, he's gone. Chargers want that.
He's not going by 5.
one thing's for sure, he's not going number fucking 1.
No.
okay.
Or 2.
You're right and I'm wrong. You got it. You're right and I'm wrong.
1 or 2.
Come
He's not
on.
going there.
No, fine.
Why you get so mad?
Because I want the Bills to get him.
Whoa, but I want the fucking Bills to get all the top prospects. That doesn't happen.
Don't be mad at me. I'm sorry. I didn't stop the Bills from getting him. Where's the Bills pick at?
26.
27.
Yeah, or ready to fuck down.
You should have just fucking lost out.
Whatever.
Because
Fuck you. You
28.
said, oh, he's going to go in
We're
round
picking
2.
28.
We could have had him then. But
Not
you're
at
wrong.
28. He's not.
Okay,
he's
I'm
not
sorry.
getting by
If I
5.
said that, I'm sorry.
I know.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You're telling me Arizona who
Nope.
has their franchise quarterback.
They're not passing
There's
on.
still chance for him to
Or-
beat up his girlfriend and drop in the ring.
Do they
Do you think
have
there's
a
any? Hey, do you
franchise
think there's any
quarterback?
chance Buffalo offers some incredible deal and trades up to get him?
No.
Or
What about trades in general for wide receivers? Does Buffalo have any fucking anything to give? Do they have any cap space? Do they have any
Not really.
commodities that they need to move? Is there
Yes.
is there
We
anybody they
hey,
can go get?
Can I say one positive thing? We restructured Von Miller's contract already.
Fantastic.
Bum.
Needed to be done.
I know that, but listen.
Bomb.
We freed up $8.6 million.
Bomb.
I know he's a bum. He's
that's
on the
significant.
team
That's
still.
significant. $8 million is significant. That's great.
We're gonna restructure
Can
Josh
you
Allen.
trade for a receiver?
I don't want to. We
I
can't-
do. I want a receiver. I want.
What about Odell? You want a
No,
stretcher?
I don't
want
want
somebody
that.
to stretch.
I don't want
No.
that cunt on my team.
I agree, but I fucking agree. I hate the guy, but I
I
mean,
don't want that.
you want somebody to stretch. You want somebody to give.
Well,
someone
Odell's
the
not
ball.
the guy that's going to stretch the field.
I agree.
I want a young kid. I'll take the kid from Florida State. I'll take the kid from LSU, which they
What's wrong
those
with
two-
Marquise Brown? What's
No,
wrong with
no,
Calvin
no,
Ridley?
no.
they don't stretch the
Calvin
field.
What's
Ridley
wrong
should.
with Pittman?
We need a barn
No.
burner. We
Pittman's
need
gone.
we need the
Pittman's
kid.
You need a barn burner.
We
The
need
Barbers are all locked up.
we
Why
need
did
but
Brown
not
get-
rookies,
We need a Mike
We
Evans.
and that helps us too.
We
because
need a Mike Evans.
If
Can you
we're talking
imagine
about the Bills, that helps us.
Yeah.
We're
Mike
in cap
Evans'
trouble.
big body with
Right?
Josh
Are you?
Allen?
I don't know. Are you?
What do you call it?
Well, after this, we're better
You
than we
freed up $8
were,
million.
and restructured Allen's contract, and I know he'll do it.
How much is he making this shit? You guys know?
40.
offhand? Oh, dude.
Is it 40?
That's the cap.
It's
That's
not
the
as
cap.
bad as 64 or whatever.
What if
fuck
he
Watson's
released 20
making.
mil? What if he
Am
sold
I right, Adam?
20 mil
What's
this
the
year?
question?
You guys
Josh
have
Allen's
some-
cap
Yeah.
hit.
And I think he would. Brady used to do
I
it.
believe it's $40 million.
Oh, so
this
you
year.
know, my boy Eric Berry, GM for the Browns, when they were at the combine this year, he pushed and he got a bunch of fucking NFL GMs to come behind him too. A couple that naysayed him.
They came
They
behind
want
him?
to. Do you remember we had one show where I was like, "Listen, we need to pull
47 million.
the roster
Say it again?
counts up.
47 million.
It's no longer
47?
63 or whatever the hell it is. It's got to be more because remember we were talking about
$47
that.
million.
He wants to push the trade deadline back 4 weeks. I think it's a great fucking idea.
Push it back, meaning you can do it 4 weeks earlier? Or
No,
4
no, no,
weeks?
no, the other way. The other way. So the trade deadline's week 10 or whatever it is. Now it's week 14. That's a wonderful idea. Who does it
Why?
hurt? Who does it hurt? Nobody. What does it do? Makes it that
It
season
makes more
fun.
opportunities
47.
for the players.
It gives also
you gotta tighten the
teams,
grip sometimes. Son.
Also the teams. It gives the
You see-
teams opportunities
did you
to
just see that?
garner fucking.
What?
That's
What
the
am
cap
I-
hit for Josh Allen. 47 this year, 56 next year.
Oh,
my
that's
God.
We need a
God,
fucking
a lot of
rookie.
fucking money, dude.
And we need
No,
to restructure
no.
his contract.
We need to restructure his contract. We don't
And
need a
he's
rookie.
gonna do it. He'll
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
It's Josh.
It definitely means
Josh,
Gabe
Christ.
Davis isn't coming back.
No, he's not. We don't need him. We got Khalil Shakur. And what we're going to do is we're going to get a veteran. We need a veteran wide receiver. I guess
No,
now we need
I disagree with you.
Lockett.
I want a
Yes,
rookie.
we do. No, I don't want to see this team go forward without a veteran.
Did you
wide
just hear the
receiver.
cap hit?
You
I don't
have
fucking
one. His
care.
name is Diggs.
No, I want one more.
Okay, next year.
I want one more.
Wait, you looking at like you want Ocho Cinco?
I'll
and
take
fucking,
56
Tyler
next
Lockett. I'll
year?
take Tyler
Owens?
Lockett. I'll take Lockett. I'll take Lockett. I'll take Lockett.
He
right
is a
now.
free agent, right, Adam?
Yes.
Tyler Lockett is a free
Take
agent.
Lockett.
Is that
Give
true?
him. Offer him 10 mil this year.
Then
1
who
year,
else
10
do we
mil.
cut?
Do you have the
I
10 mil
don't fucking
offer
care.
him?
Whoever it takes to get a wide receiver in there.
What do you need to do on defense? You just lost
No,
Tre'Davious
We
White.
got
Oh,
our
that was back.
boys. We got
Sarah.
Benford back there. We got
All right, here's what I will say about. Oh,
What's it say?
can I
Adam?
have a
He's back
moment
in
here to
Seattle.
talk about the Buffalo Bills defense?
Yeah, please, because I
Because-
don't know much about it.
I am. I love what they did. Fucking cut them all. I don't care. Poyer, Hyde.
Come on, man. Poyer's
fucking
great.
cut 'em all.
You guys cut Poyer and Hyde?
He's already gone. They're gone.
Well, Hyde. They're
Mitch Morris is gone. The center.
Oh, you guys aren't going to make the playoffs next year.
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
Oh.
Okay, look at the Buffalo Bills
Oh.
They got
winning
rid of-
streak.
Who else did they get rid of?
When we won, what was it? 7 in a row at the end of the season.
Yeah, we did. We
Oh,
came back.
End of season?
that's all I had to say. You cut Poyer and Hyde?
Listen,
Yeah, we cut all of them
we were playing.
with those guys.
We were
already.
playing fucking practice squad kids,
and
and
we
our
were still
secondary.
winning. We were still winning.
Browns were too. I
And
know
the
how it
best
goes.
part, the best
They're
defense.
hungry.
Shut up for a second.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
The best part of our
Sorry.
defense was during that 7-game streak. We were playing
No,
third
that
stringers and practice squad kids.
Yep.
Give them a fucking chance. We
Yeah.
got 47 and 56 million
Next
coming up
year,
here with Josh. Play the fucking young kids.
Here's the thing. Browns did the same thing with the hurt things. We played 2 undrafted rookies at safety this year. The guy from, goddamn it.
And you had what, the number 3
the
defense
guy
in
from
the
Ohio
league?
State, and then we
Good
had
defense.
Bell, whatever his name is.
Cleveland?
Yes. But when we went to fucking Texans, what the fuck was the guy's name?
And you
from
lost
Ohio
Garrett
State?
for a couple games, too.
So we started both of them. I don't think Bell played. He didn't start, at least, because I think Thornhill was back. But we started that rookie, that undrafted rookie from Ohio State who had been playing lights out all season. And against fucking Texans, he folded.
That's fine.
So
What-
if you guys,
so
cause
towards the
your
end of
guys'
that-
thing is a Super Bowl, not a playoff berth.
And the
Your guys'
way
thing is
Josh
a Super
Allen
Bowl.
plays, like you kind of need.
You got to be
defense
careful
to-
starting these young
Yes,
kids.
He can
Support
rack
Especially on
points,
things like safety,
but he
where
can
it's
turn the
7
ball over
points.
12
If you fuck
times.
up, it's
Yeah.
7 points.
No, not
But I
12.
I'm being-
If the DM
No,
fucks
okay, well,
up,
I'm being
it's
hyperbolic.
Number
but
week
you
is
know
at
what I
corner.
mean.
He can
Not
turn
at
it over
safety.
2, possibly
guys like,
3 if
White's
it's
gone.
bad, yes.
I know he's
I'm
hurt a
fine
lot.
with
Once a game, he'll turn it
Tre'Davious
over.
White,
That's fine.
where
Still
that
got
is
Douglas.
going to
He's a
affect us
lights
the
out
most.
quarterback. I don't give a shit
not
what
on the
anybody
field, it's gonna
says.
affect us
Allen's
in the
one of the
locker
best
My
quarterbacks in
point
the NFL.
is, he's saying
Oh.
just
Allen's
And
one of the best
up his
quarterbacks.
contract for a locker room
untested
guy.
defense. That's
I know,
Von
I
Miller,
know, I get
I'd
it.
like
I know
to
that.
dump
Right.
his contract. I hope he is
It's
found
not
guilty.
possible.
Yes, it
Well,
is.
Contract breach, yes.
Yeah. I hope he beat the. Sorry, women. I hope he beat the fuck out of that girl.
So he gets convicted, and,
And
you guys
he's
drop
gone.
the contract.
And then we don't have to
And-
pay him. But
and
that's
to
not
be
the
honest,
right way
I
to
don't
look
want
at
him
it.
on my fucking
Watson
team.
does the same
That's
thing.
not
I don't
the
want him
right
on
way
my
to
team.
look
I don't
at
want
it,
him in my
though.
locker room.
I know.
That's not the type of person you
So-
want for a fucking leader.
It's over.
So I'm
No.
fine with him. I hope he gets convicted. Get the fuck out.
But
I
you
think
have to
he's
plan for
Get
that.
out of my
you have to
fucking.
plan for that
Get
not
off
happening.
my team.
Mm-mm.
You have to plan for that not happening.
Yeah, and
If he beat his girl, we're
Isn't
going to
that
be out of that
situation
contract.
Correct, but you
No.
can't go forward as an NFL team assuming
you
that
know.
you're going
I'm
to.
sorry, women, I sound like an
I
asshole.
know that. I know that.
No, we know what you meant. Well, we know what you meant.
He'd have to have some good lawyers to get him out of that because the audio is pretty clear
Oh.
that he fucked her up.
Well,
yeah, and fucking boot him. That gives us another 10 million.
10, more than that.
No, he just restructured it. He cut his
Oh yeah,
cap
that's
hit now
right.
is 10.
8.6. 8.6. It's 8.6.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
But there you go. There's your fucking veteran piece of shit wide
That's not
receiver
enough.
that you want.
No. Well, why would you say that?
no.
Because I don't want a vet.
There ain't
I
no
want a
good-
fucking young kid.
Ain't no good vet coming
The
for you.
young-
There's no
The only-
free agent wide receiver that can get on the ball.
The
and
only young
fucking
kid I
be-
want is Marvin Harrison Jr. That's the only one.
Well, you're not going to get that.
You don't know that. What if we trade somehow?
Who are we going to trade?
Let's trade for the Bears. Let's give them I don't know.
We're
let's
going to
give-
trade for the number 1 pick to take a fucking wide receiver.
Give them all our picks for
Yeah,
this year and
fucking
next
stuff.
year, and then a player, and see if they bite. And
I'm
then
glad
we
there's a lot of alcohol on this
and then we can get
podcast.
Marvin Harrison Jr. He needs to go to the Bills. That could be Josh Allen's toy.
I mean,
for the
you
next
know,
7 years.
If we're going to pick up a free agent that's going to cost us money, I want fucking Derrick Henry. Or
Really?
I want... Yes. I want to compliment. I want to compliment to James
James
Cook.
Cook, yeah, I would love.
I
that.
want someone that'll knock people's teeth out.
But we still need a
And-
wide. We need one more wide receiver.
I like
We
one.
need
What
it.
you think? I think you guys got to get really creative with trades this year. You need a trade.
I think we should do young kids.
We need to
That's,
trade.
that's my vote.
I did not know about your safeties. You guys let Poyer go. Hyde okay, but Poyer, whoa.
Poyer
He's
played
old.
like shit.
He's old. That's why.
He's so good.
He's old.
No, he's so good.
Tre'Davious White's
He
gone.
knows so much.
Tre'Davious White, we're going to
I
miss
don't
in
agree
the,
with
in the
Poyer
locker
either.
room.
Look, I don't agree with Poyer, but I see why they did it. He's old. He's going to be
Yes.
32, 33.
But you have to, when you do these things, you have to have a plan.
I know.
So
They
you
have
a plan.
Benford. They have Benford for him. Damn
I
it.
know the young guys.
do.
I
We
know
have
the young
Benford.
guys.
We played the fucking defense that we played half of the season
You have
last
to win
year.
a Super Bowl this year.
You don't
Listen,
know
our defense didn't falter. Here's
Even with all
here's
the-
an attaboy for Sean
that. We didn't
McDermott.
have Von Miller play at all
Our
either.
defense didn't falter. We had Milano, number 1. He was probably the best player on our defense.
faltered.
He went down.
Yep.
Hyde was gone.
Gone.
Von Miller gone.
Gone.
Yeah, you don't need him.
Oh, Tre'Davious White gone.
Gone.
What about the D line? Strong? You
Well,
okay on that? Because you
We
can't
were
fix
on
the
our
whole
second
defense.
and third stringers on the D line.
we could take.
We lost all
I
that.
like
too.
our edge players, but we could
We
take
had
we could take a
Russo.
fat guy in the middle.
We
I'll
had,
take a fat
we
guy.
had,
in the
we
middle.
had Russo, we had Oliver. They were both pretty healthy through the whole season. We had
on defense, aren't you?
we're stacked
really.
if they're healthy. We're
No.
stacked, but they're never healthy.
I don't like you guys.
See, what people are missing is last year we had half our starters.
Yep.
Same. I mean, so the Texans had the most people on IR of anybody.
still
We
got
were
to the
number 2.
playoffs.
The Browns are number 2.
We still played a hell of a game against Kansas City.
We were still a top 5
We
defense
should actually
in the
beat Kansas
AFC.
City.
When
and
did
a top
all
10
this
defense.
injury stuff happen? Did it happen against the Eagles?
It happened early
No,
in
what
the
happened
year.
in like game 4?
You guys should have won that Eagles game. I understand that, but you.
By the fourth
Who
game
cares
of the
about
year,
that
we
game?
had
We should have won the
34
Kansas
points
City
ago.
By the
game.
fourth game of the year, we had Milano, Von Miller,
What about
Tre'Davious
Epinesa and
White.
Klein? Epinesa
Okay.
and Klein were injured,
That's
I think,
3
too.
fucking All-Pros. That was
Epinesa and
our...
Klein for the offensive line were injured, too.
Yeah, well, I mean, they were in and out, but
This all scares me.
They were injured.
It scares me.
Well, we're just coming in. We need to have a younger offensive and defensive line. Allen's obviously staying.
We can do a running
Cooks.
back. You guys got a lot of questions.
I
I love our...
That's
I
why
love our
I don't care what anybody says.
Singletary's gone.
I want to freaking. I
I'm
want.
gonna get him.
He's a
Don't care.
free agent. We could re-sign him.
Good. Yes.
I don't care.
What if we? Hey,
James Cook?
that's a
and
question
I
right there.
want,
How would
want
you
a
feel?
bruiser.
How would you feel about getting Singletary back this year with Cook?
I'd be okay with
Why
that.
don't you guys go get Pollard? You guys don't run the ball that much.
I don't think
Because
he's
Pollard-
leaving
Pollard would
Dallas.
be
He's
wonderful
not
for
leaving
you
Dallas.
guys.
He's not
Pollard and
leaving
James
Dallas.
Cook are the same.
Derrick
running back.
Henry. Derrick Henry's going to Dallas.
I'll tell you
just
what.
so
When
know.
Derrick Henry goes in Dallas, Pollard don't want to be there anymore.
Didn't you say he was going there?
Pollard said he was going to take a discount to stay. Right when Henry's agent came out and said, "Hey, our boy just bought a fucking house in Dallas, and he wants to play for the Cowboys."
Yeah, he's going over there.
I want
So
a,
what?
I want a bruiser, or I want the next.
I don't think you're going to
Fullback.
get a bruiser. I don't think you're going
I
to.
don't want a fullback.
And-
I don't
and
want
we
a
play-
fullback. I want an elusive.
Who's out
I
there?
want an elusive.
Ezekiel?
Saquon Barkley.
Fuck
Ezekiel,
him.
I want
no,
an
he's
elusive
hurt too
running
much.
back.
Don't you dare
No,
watch this.
nope.
I love
I don't
Saquon.
like either
You
one.
guys can get Josh Jacobs.
I
Nice
oh
back.
my! You know how I feel about him.
You guys can get Zeke.
if
Zeke's
we
a blocking
no, I don't want him.
extraordinaire.
I don't want him. If we could get
Why?
Josh,
He's your bruiser.
no. If we could get Josh Jacobs, Jingle
Bad in the locker room.
my boy. I'm getting a jersey if he goes to Buffalo ever that says Josh Jacobs, Jingleheimer Schmidt. It's gonna say it on the
He
jersey.
is my running back too.
He never slips or falls. He always gets the ball. There goes Josh Jacobs, Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Run, 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 run,
Run. Yep.
Nice, nice.
My boy, I love him.
Yeah, he's a good one. Well,
I want a big kid back there, and
there's not many big kids
Who do you
out there
want?
yet.
Who do you want?
And
You
there's
could pick
especially not
one
many
running
big
back
kids that
right
can
now
actually
for the Bills.
do
One running back to complement James Cook this year. Who are you picking?
well, of course I'm picking Derrick Henry. I mean,
He's not. He's going to Dallas. One
Let's
more
say no
choice.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, no
Uh,
Derrick Henry.
then I would find what I would do is find a fullback. We got we got Knox,
Oh, we don't want a fullback,
Dalton,
bro.
Dalton Kincaid, and what's the other kid? Morris.
I don't want a. No, Morris.
I'll play fucking 2 tight ends.
I don't
A
want a
fullback.
No.
What's that say?
That can
Adam,
fucking
Josh
knock
Jacobs
people
landing
out.
spots. 5
We
to
don't
10
have that right now. And
That's what I'm saying.
They
That's
got
what I
no
want.
fullbacks out.
Giants
You
probably.
got to pick a running back. Is what I'm saying. Who are you taking? A running back, a big
Ravens.
bulky running
Oh
back.
man, if he goes to Ravens,
Who's
fuck
available?
that.
I don't know who's
Vikings,
available.
okay. Hurts.
Other
Vikings.
than Derrick Henry, I
Say-
want Derrick.
Bears?
Derrick Henry's not available.
Wow,
I don't want Saquon
Chargers?
Barkley.
Saquon Barkley,
Eagles,
Don't
okay.
want him.
DeAndre Swift,
I'd take Swift.
Well,
I
because
like it.
Eckler's a free
Pollard,
agent.
Eckler. I'd take Eckler in a heartbeat. I'd take Eckler.
Deontay Swift.
DeAndre Swift. Not Deontay. DeAndre. I already said that.
DeAndre.
Austin Eckler. I'd be like, come to the Bills right now.
DeAndre Swift's not a bad player at all.
No,
He
I
just
take
kinda
him
got-
too.
He kind of got buried.
I
in
need
that
somebody
weird
for
offense.
James Cook for this year.
And he still had decent totals this year. It was
was
very
injured.
weird.
What about
Was he injured? I don't think
what
he was
about
injured.
Gibbs from Detroit? He was under rookie contract though, isn't he?
He's on a rookie contract for like 3 years. Something.
I would
4 years.
What about Montgomery? Is he still on
Fuck, I would
contract?
take
Maybe a year or two. I don't know it. But
Okay, fuck him.
I don't think he's.
What about
We're talking about free agents. The only free agents you have are Saquon Barkley, Josh
Nope.
Jacobs,
No, there's a bunch of
DeAndre
them.
Swift, Tony Pollard.
Jacobs
yeah.
is going to cost too much money.
What do you think?
DeAndre Swift Bears.
I would take the Swift though. Oh no!
This
never
just
mind.
happened?
Oh my God, it's happening.
Oh my God! Bears to sign DeAndre Swift to a 3-year, $24 million
Dude,
deal.
are they
Good
keep-
for them.
So here's what I want to know: are they keeping Fields?
Fucking trade him.
If
Fucking
they
trade him.
Here's my thing. What I was telling you before: if they keep Fields, they go for Marvin Harrison Jr. first overall.
And if they keep Fields, they're trading that first pick away.
Yeah,
They
I
don't-
agree.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
not
that's
gonna
the
get,
thing, if
they're
you
not
keep
going to
him-
get Harrison then.
That's
Not doing
what
it.
I'm
That's
saying.
not
Like,
what they're going for.
They
Don't
need
trade
to.
him.
They need him.
trade that first pick away. Get another first round pick. Get another second round pick this year, and then get one more first round pick next year.
I
Trade that
say-
first pick away. Keep your
And
fucking
I'm on
boy.
the
The Bears
opposite.
are going to be in the Super Bowl in 5 years.
I know I sound like an asshole, but I say you get Marvin Harrison Jr. right away. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I
if
just disagree with
All
that.
right,
I
if
know
they're
you
gonna,
do.
if they're gonna
I
keep
know you do.
Fields,
I
right,
don't like
if you're
the
going to
wide
keep
receivers
Fields,
first overall.
no, you don't.
then
but
you
listen,
trade that and you trade it to one of the
I know what you're saying.
Can't
but
you
think
trade
about
back
it.
from? Can't you trade back from number 1 to number 3?
Yes.
And then grab at number 3.
No,
And still
you
get
can't.
another
No,
second
no.
rounder this
Can
year.
you?
Yeah, first rounder next
Okay,
year.
if they can, sure, but I don't know if that's a possibility.
Well,
I want if I'm the Bears,
Three
right?
of the top 5 picks are going to be quarterbacks.
Here's my thing.
Trade to one of them.
Here's my thing.
maybe a defensive end and
Can you see it from my
guard.
view? Listen to this.
I mean-
If you're the Bears and you say we're keeping Fields this year, all right? You say we're keeping
I think they
Fields.
should.
Okay, you say we're keeping Fields. You've got everything else covered. You got tight ends. You got a nice D line right now. You got-
Wonderful tight end.
Okay, you've got some running
A good number
backs.
1.
God, you need a receiver. You got DJ Moore. What if you get DJ Moore, Marvin Harrison Jr. this year, and you keep Justin Fields?
And in the process, you traded your number 1 to back to number
No,
4
no.
and got him at number 4.
Yes.
Have 2 number 2s or second round picks plus that number 9 pick.
Fine, you're right.
You're
and I'm
stacked. The,
I'm
the
right.
Bears
I'm
are
in
going
that.
to the Super
Listen,
Bowl.
I'm not-
for
I'm
it.
in on what you're saying. What if
The Bears ain't going.
I'm in on what
Well,
you're
I'm
saying?
they haven't
I'm in on what you're saying. What if Harrison goes number 3 or 4 this year? Now you're out. Now you didn't get what you want.
Who's out?
What if Harrison Jr. goes 3rd or 4th?
You're
You
saying
trade
that
back.
Chicago should
You
use
trade
their
back.
number
Chicago
1
trades
pick.
back. He's
On
gone before
fucking
you get to
Marvin
him.
I don't
Harrison
think if
Jr.?
you lose out on Marvin Harrison Jr. as a Bear and you trade back to get him, that you are necessarily fucked at all. You
Listen.
now have a 3rd or 4th pick that you didn't get your wide receiver. Who the fuck cares? You get
I
somebody
can
else
see-
great. You get a guard, a center. You
I
go
can
get a
see-
linebacker at
listen,
number
can I
9,
say
a
something?
cornerback.
I can see you're kind of a lunkhead, so I'm going to tell it to you simply.
I'll listen as
All right?
best as I can.
I can see you're kind of a lunkhead.
As best as I can. I'll
Mr.
listen.
Allen,
If you're not taking
Mr.
Marvin
Allen?
Harrison by
Well,
pick
can you
5,
put up,
you're stupid. You're
again
missing
the
out.
top?
This dude should
Okay.
be going
Or
right.
the
Well, we're talking about
draft
them
order.
missing out
Thank
at
you.
3 or 4 or 5.
If they trade up or if they trade back and take like pick 7 or 8, he's not going to be.
It all comes to do you want
Where do you
fucking
think Marvin
Fields?
Harrison goes right now? You got 3 seconds. 1,
Hold
2, 3. Where's he going? I'm saying 5.
on. Arizona. He's going number 4.
4. I said 5.
If this
So
stays,
where are the Bears? The Bears are at 9. If you trade back or whatever, I guess you trade with. Let's say you trade with the Giants because that's who you're going to trade with.
I'm only going off of you guys saying that he's this
You-
fucking good because I don't know this fucking kid.
His
I don't
dad's
know.
in the was in
But
the
if you really
NFL.
think you could, if
I
you
think
guys
if
think
you
he's
trade
a first,
back, you trade
then,
out of
then
the
New
first
England
round.
picks
He's
him at
had
3.
an out-
New England picks him at 3,
So
right? They need the
if
wide
you're
receiver the most.
Chicago and you
New
need a
England's
wide
picking a
receiver,
quarterback.
you're not taking him at number 1 still. He's
One,
going
two,
at
three
3.
are
You're
gonna be
saying.
quarterbacks.
I would never ever in my whole entire life pick a
Why?
wide
Why
receiver
are
number
you not
1
willing to make that change?
because there's too many positions that
I
change the
think you're
game
wrong.
more than wide
I
receiver.
think you're wrong.
I would always take a center,
No.
guard, quarterback, defensive end, defensive tackle number 1 before I would take any other position.
look, 1, 2, 3. Those are going to be quarterbacks. Now it might not be Chicago at number 1. They may trade that pick, right?
New England wants a quarterback.
So, right. So Washington, they need a quarterback. New England is going to draft a quarterback, or they're stupid. So now you get to Arizona. They have their.
You're making a lot of sense here.
They have a franchise quarterback. So do the Chargers. He's not making a pass.
Don't say that so much for the Cardinals. I don't know if they're
He's
that high.
the number 3 talent, in my opinion. Marvin Harrison Jr. is the number 3 talent
in this draft class.
in this draft
Because
class.
I don't know this
Caleb
draft class.
Williams
I do
and,
not know this draft class. I haven't done any research. I don't know
Who's
these
number
guys.
2?
Well,
Well, we've seen this before though, where
Another
a wide
quarterback.
receiver was in the top 5 of all picks, and he's dropped to 10.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Julio Jones actually?
okay.
Was that played?
Regardless, even if he's a top 10
All I'm
talent,
saying is
he's
this.
not going by Arizona or the Chargers.
I wish the
Because
Bills.
You got Look at the quarterbacks
Chargers
right
will
there.
take him.
Here's
Look
what
at
I
those
wish.
quarterbacks.
New York will take him.
I wish
Tennessee
the
and New York will
Bills.
take him and sit on
I
him.
wish the Bills could get.
New York's going to take him if he makes
Listen.
it there, but I don't think he's gonna.
If the Bills ever got him, imagine him complimenting Stephon Diggs'
I'm gonna rename
rookie
this
season.
show.
Why is it always about the Bills? Dude,
You're
this is
reading
not
the
about the
show.
Bills. The Bills, look,
No.
look. Here, come here. Come here, big boy.
not
Don't
Sit the
touch
fuck
him
down.
that much.
Okay.
We got 12 fucking teams here.
I know
Not
that.
one of them is Buffalo.
What if they trade
Okay.
him up? What if they trade
That's
him
going
up?
to be a quarterback. That's going to be a quarterback. Quarterback.
Can we get a touch screen that we can do the thing?
We got a franchise quarterback,
He's
and
not
a
making
bad
that.
contract. So if he doesn't go right here, Tennessee's going to take him. Fucking anyone else is going to take him.
Yeah.
But those are going to be quarterbacks.
The Jets
I think-
are definitely fucking taking him.
Yeah.
No, maybe not. They like that guy over there. What's his name?
No,
Number one for the
the-
Jets.
Anyone else is going to fucking take him.
Number one.
What
Well,
you guys are
exactly
saying,
right.
I guarantee you Harrison is gone before the fifth pick. I guarantee
Okay.
fucking to you.
All right, that's fair.
You're gonna see it this year when they
Okay,
do.
okay, I'm
He's
sorry.
gone before
I'm
the fifth.
sorry.
He should be gone first or second. I don't care what anybody says.
I've changed my stance to please just not number one overall.
We
No
got
wide
6
receiver
weeks to
is
figure
If
it out. We can do a little
Chicago sticks with Fields, they're getting him first.
No, they trade back.
They're not gonna trade back.
They'd be silly to do that.
draft.
No, they wouldn't, because
Yes.
he's not
They
going to
would
be
be
there by their
absolutely
ninth pick
silly.
or whatever. Unless they're trading for. Why would they trade? There's no reason to.
Because you can get another fucking second and first next year for trading that pick.
Yeah, maybe.
Why would you take a receiver who you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen? It's absolutely retarded. It's retarded behavior.
It's not retarded. You know
No,
why?
it
Because you
is.
know what's going to happen with
It's
Marvin
so
Harrison Jr. Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be one of the best receivers to ever come out of the fucking
I
college.
would
or the
trade
NFL.
one of the best receivers. If I was Detroit and I had Calvin Johnson, I would trade Calvin Johnson away for 2 first rounders and a second rounder because it would help my team better. Because they didn't do shit with Calvin Johnson,
That's
did
like
they?
if
They didn't do
Calvin
shit with Calvin Johnson, did they?
That's like if Calvin
Your
Johnson
team
had
doesn't
a
fucking
son.
matter.
If
Just like
Calvin
my team
Johnson had a
doesn't
son right now coming
I'm
out
a
of
Browns
college,
fan.
he's going number between 1 and 5.
I'm saying it's absolutely stupid behavior.
All right,
You take
hey,
a
I
wide
got
receiver.
about 15 minutes left, so
You have
I don't
15 minutes?
think
He's on
we're
a
really,
time limit. See what you're
really
doing, you
going
prick?
anywhere with
And
this
then him and I
conversation.
are going over
No,
to
we're
station
totally
300.
not.
We're going
Can
to
I,
station
oh,
300.
can I have an interjection?
Hey,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Register to vote.
No,
I don't
Oh.
care.
Let's-
No
I don't-
politics.
shut up.
No
There is-
politics.
There's no politics.
I'm not
I don't
allowed
care
to
who you're
vote.
voting for. I don't care what. Register to vote.
I'm
Make sure
already
you're
registered.
registered to vote and go out and vote.
Thank you, Adam.
You're welcome.
That's
I like
actually a wonderful message.
There was
You
no
shut
politics.
your mouth.
There was no
Okay.
fucking politics there.
Anytime I want your mouth open, I'll put it right here.
Heard.
All right.
Heard.
Fuck.
All right, what's next?
So
is
did we
it.
talk
We're
about
done.
your boy Russell yet? Huh?
We did not.
Hey,
Oh,
Steelers
okay.
get Russell Wilson. Actually, as a Browns fan, this perturbs me. I'm scared of Russell Wilson. He seems to do well against us all the
I'm not
fucking
scared
time,
of
and I don't
him.
like that he's in our division.
Hey, I will say this though.
I think it makes him
Cheers.
scary.
I will say this.
Shalom.
Fucking holy shit, he's gonna have a good offense finally. He's gonna have people to throw to. He's gonna have Najee Harris, Jalen Warren for his running backs. He's gonna have Pickens, hopefully. He's
And
gonna.
a wonderful defense. Like a good. I mean,
Here's-
how much
so-
that defense is coming back?
Wait, can I just say my drawbacks real
Take the-
quick, super
the core
fast?
of it.
My drawbacks are he's older. How old is Russell?
So what?
34.
I don't know.
Well,
What?
he's not there. He's
Listen,
not there to take us in the
I know it's a so what, but when you get to a certain age,
He's the best
They want
quarterback on
2
that
years
team.
out of Russell. They want 2 years till they find their guy. He's gonna
How
help
old
them
is
win
he?
games.
How old is he?
It'll be 36 in November.
He wants
That's
them
too
to win
old.
games and keep them relevant.
No,
Right?
listen.
He's a
when they
good.
get
He's a
that-
good. I think he's a good fit.
Pop that shot.
They get tackled differently, dude.
Yeah, but he costs the team the veteran minimum, which is what a million, 2 million.
1.2.
Come on, Adam.
What's
What
he
do we
looking
got?
for?
His check this year when he plays all them Steelers games is coming from Denver, baby.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
He's getting paid $40 million from
Doesn't
Denver, and
matter.
he doesn't fucking care.
Now, is he getting that paid the next year too? We said something about
2
that.
years. It's guaranteed.
So he's
money.
getting almost 70 million
He has
from
like a
Denver.
lump sum. It's like 70 or 80 million that
Yeah.
needs to be paid to him.
Okay, here's my
And yeah, it's
question.
next
guaranteed
year.
money.
If he decides he doesn't want to play anymore, does he still get that money?
He,
Yes.
He can go to the Steelers, pull his cock out, and they kick him off the team, and he still gets a check the following year.
Oh my
So
god.
he's
Oh yeah,
fine.
I like your hat.
Hattie! Nice
Your hat looks
dude.
awesome.
Those red cheeks.
What
What a
cutie?
girl.
Yeah, Steelers are paying 1-2.
1.2 million.
That's insane, isn't it?
Veteran minimum.
That's
For a starting quarterback.
no,
He's
that's
still a starting quarterback.
absolutely unheard of. No starting
Fantastic.
quarterback.
He's going to beat out Kenny
They don't even
Pickett,
have to pay for
and
him.
he's going to beat out Mason
hate,
Rudolph.
I hate that the
I don't
Steelers
think it's
Kenny
get
even
Pickett
going to
Rudolph?
be. If Russell Wilson
Fuck
is signing
yeah.
with the Steelers, there's not a quarterback competition because that has to have been discussed.
Wait, who's going to compete with him, though? Kenny
Mason
Pickett?
Mason Rudolph.
All right.
Mason Rudolph will
Free
compete with them.
agent Mason Rudolph if they sign him again because he's not a fucking Steeler. Do your research. He's not a Steeler.
The only competition, in my opinion, that would have been there, he signed with the Bills.
Who?
No.
Trubisky?
Trubisky's-
Trubisky went somewhere, didn't he?
He was,
The
yeah,
Buffalo.
went to the Bills.
That's-
He's not competition. No, he's good for the Bills.
I think he's the best.
Sure.
He was the best quarterback on fucking
He
Pittsburgh.
is. He is good.
I don't know how
He's a
you
good
can
back.
come
You're
to
right.
that conclusion.
Listen,
Talent
he-
wise, I'd take
If
him
I were
over
you,
all.
if I were
He
you,
knows the system.
If I were you, I would trade for Mac
He's
Jones.
good at closing games.
No.
That's all we need
Why?
him for. We don't need anything for him. We're paying him, I think, $2 million this
I
year.
guess
He
because
wants to play for the
I guess
Bills.
because
Yeah.
I would have said the same thing about fucking Trubisky. Why?
He wants to play for the Bills, and the best
Yeah.
that I've ever seen that kid play
It's for the Bills.
was in a Buffalo Bills
Yeah.
uniform.
He wants to point at Josh Allen's iPad, not anybody else.
The best he ever played was in a Bears uniform.
Can you?
No.
He scored 6
Are
touchdowns.
you okay
Well,
with
okay.
that?
Threw for 6
Okay.
touchdowns.
No, I
That
want to
game
know.
fucking
If
lost.
you had the
I mean-
point
That was the best I've ever seen him play.
and Josh
When
Allen's
we
your
played
He was a
back, your
monster.
starter, are
He
you
was
okay with
absolutely incredible.
Yes,
If you go
of
back and watch
course.
highlights from that game,
Yeah.
he was throwing these bombs and people were diving for balls.
that? It's good for him.
I don't
He
even know
makes
who the
money. He
receivers in
doesn't
the
have
Bears
to do
were that
anything.
fucking year, but he had a 6 touchdown game. It was
Wow.
fucking incredible.
He wants to be a Bill, and so
And he
I,
is.
I love him.
I
and
want him too.
And
This is new.
again, when he
Just
went,
like
when he
it's
went
just
to
like what
Pittsburgh-
Adam just said. He
To
said he
lunchtime?
wants to point at Josh Allen's iPad.
yeah,
He wants to be like, "I love you, Josh Allen. Here's what you should do next."
cup
Am
him.
I right?
Cup him.
He's in, and he's good for that.
And
He would blow Josh Allen right out. You know what you saw
What
with
he
Christian
probably
McCaffrey?
didn't know is
Remember
that-
the guy who did Christian McCaffrey?
Yeah, he jerked him
That
off.
is totally Mitchell Trubisky
Right.
with Josh Allen.
I've really changed my stance on the Bills now talking to you guys this show because you guys fucking suck now on defense.
no, we don't.
Yeah, you do though, don't you?
No, we're playing the
Come
same
on.
defense that we did,
No, we're playing
Last
the
year.
same
Didn't
thing.
work.
I know. Listen,
but
It didn't work.
How are you?
it didn't.
that was the first time these kids got a fucking chance to play.
And I agree with that,
So
which is why it doesn't work.
It
I don't
will
know.
work. It
We-
will work.
You're gonna have to face
We
the
wound
Chiefs
up in
again
the
next
top
year at
five.
some point.
and we'll beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, we will.
All right,
We'll beat
all
the
right,
Chiefs.
all right.
In,
So
in the
will
regular
And
season,
so
we're
will
going
the
to beat the
Browns. The
Chiefs.
Browns are going to beat the Chiefs too if
Well,
they don't have Deshaun
Well,
Watson.
let's see what the hell happens with the fucking Browns.
They have to not have
No.
Deshaun Watson.
We cleared some cap space. We're ready to go.
I think you guys need to
Traded for Jerry
re-sign.
Judy.
If I'm the
What do you do with Deshaun?
Here, listen.
You can't do anything. Bro.
No, you can't. But here's what I would do. You know what I would do if I was the manager of that team?
Send him a masseuse?
No. Yes.
Yeah, try to
yes.
get a new contract. Probably,
Then
yeah.
I'd bring
To avoid the contract?
I'd bring
Yeah, send him
Flacco
fucking
back
masseuses
on.
every day.
I'd bring Flacco back on. I'd make Deshaun compete with Flacco.
Here's the thing, though.
The fucking starting quarterback. Then I'd
You-
start Flacco and go
You're
win
paying
some
this guy
games.
$64 million this year.
Now
You
you
can't bring Flacco back because as soon
break
as
the-
Watson
Yes,
throws
you
an
can.
interception, the
Don't
whole
care.
locker room
Good.
crumbles because they
Perfect.
want this
Perfect.
guy.
Perfect.
The whole fan base crumbles because they want this guy.
That Flacco's
the
the
front
best
office
quarterback
thinking,
for them.
"Fuck, we fucked up."
I don't like
It ruins
Deshaun
the team. You cannot bring Flacco.
No,
back.
Flacco
cannot be
needs
a Brown this year because it
Yes,
ruins
he is.
everything. Because as soon as
Flacco
something
needs to stay
Watson
around.
sucks-
Flacco.
Are you listening to what I'm
Flacco.
saying?
I want Flacco
Because
for
I'm
the
right.
Browns.
You can't bring him back because as soon as he does an interception, the whole locker room crumbles. You don't get anywhere. Fuck the playoffs. You're trying to win 4 games.
the fans are going to fucking boo Deshaun
So you can't do
off
that.
the field
You can't
every
fucking
time
do
he
that.
makes a bad play.
Because
I'm
we got
sorry,
Flacco,
but-
because we got Flacco dressed, and
I'm
they're all
sorry.
looking at him. And
I'm sorry,
even the
but-
locker room's like,
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
him.
but they
Fuck
should.
this guy.
And he's fucking.
I don't like Watson.
He's
I don't
almost
either,
50.
but you're not listening to what
They
we're
should
saying.
boo him.
You're just thinking that
What do you
do
think,
or do
Mom?
not like Watson. You're not listening to what we're saying. You can't bring Flacco back because the second that Watson starts fucking up, the locker room crumbles. Then you lose your chance at any playoff berth, let alone a fucking Super Bowl. You're just trying to win divisional games at that point. You can't do that. You can't bring Flacco back.
Is Flacco on a team by the time the season starts?
He
or
will
are we
be
waiting
the
till-
starter for the New England Patriots this year.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. They're not
Why?
doing
They have
that.
all the Browns coaches
They're
from last
not
year.
doing
They're
that.
set up. They traded their boy away. They signed their third string. They're going to draft a quarterback at number 3, and they got Flacco to start while he gets ready.
It's not
It's
that
perfect.
far-fetched.
It's not
They're gonna-
far-fetched at all. It makes fucking sense. It's a railroad. It's a straight fucking road.
Actually, Jake, I like that. They bring Flacco
All the
As
coaches
the-
that he played with
and-
last year are now on the Patriots.
in. They bring him in as a fluffer for whoever the rookie
And that's
that they
that's
draft.
what fucking Flacco wants. He wants to play the fucking game. He wants to
I
get
think
some-
Flacco should go to a good team. It should either
I got a
be-
nice team. A good team. Like where? Where do you want to fucking
Me
go?
want Flacco go.
Me want Flacco play football.
Panthers. Football
So
and
where?
Panthers.
So where?
He's a fluffer. He's
Panthers.
a transition
Put him in
quarterback.
Why would he
Panthers,
go
put
to
him
the
in
Panthers
Atlanta.
and die?
Because he's old and
No.
he could do
No.
one more year.
No.
Yes.
I love you, but you're wrong. And that's stupid.
Look, it just says here. Good chances to return to Browns.
More on Jerry
I like
Judy.
that more than anything.
What do you guys think about the Jerry Judy trade?
I love it. I wish the Bills would have done that one.
I don't know
No,
about
fuck. No,
I
I don't
like
want
that kid.
No, I don't want
We
you.
got him for a year.
Fuck him.
We have 1 year left on his
Let him
contract.
go
We
where he
traded the
goes.
5th and 6th for him. I'm okay with the picks. I just don't like his attitude. I like his play. I think he can be very
You
good.
don't like his attitude. What do you
I don't like his
say?
attitude. He's a little diva. He's a little bit of a bitch.
Yeah, he's
They all are.
he's
All
kind
those
of a,
wide receivers are.
So I hope he play. I
Think
know.
Diggs
I
is a
know that.
diva?
I know that he has better football ahead of him if he wants there to be better football. And I hope it comes with the Browns. But the Browns aren't a really good place to come play your best football all the time.
Oh, and Cooper's not exactly.
I
like,
don't want Jerry
role model
Judy.
either.
But he's great.
He is. I don't get me wrong.
I love Amari Cooper.
I'd love him on my
On the
team.
Bills,
I'd love him on my team.
I would
but,
take him for Diggs immediately.
But he's not a leader. He's not a.
We don't need a leader. We need someone who eats the ball, and he can eat that fucking ball, man. He set
Well, we need a
records.
leader. I thought about signing Landry back because Landry really helped change the culture in the Browns organization 3 years ago. And I thought, why can't you just sign Landry back? Just have him play on the practice squad and come up and tell these guys they ain't shit.
And it was Kirk Cousins.
That'd be
Where do you think
wonderful.
he's
We
going?
really need that. Kirky's gonna try free agency.
You like that?
You like that shit? He got raped
Hey.
on that plane and never played the same. You know?
No, he never did.
I'd take him as a fucking quarterback.
I would too.
Why are you skipping?
Because I wanted to lose.
Oh, Baker Mayfield.
Because
There
I
we
wanted
go.
him to throw
Wait.
for 400
Why
every
is
game
Baker
and we
still
still
on the
lose.
list?
Who's number 3?
Kirk
Baker
Cousins is the best
Mayfield. We
worst
talked
quarterback.
about.
He's seen
Who's
these
number
people from
3?
time to time.
Oh,
Kirk
okay,
Cousins is
I
one of
see.
them.
Who's
He'll throw
number
for
3?
4 touchdowns,
Russell Wilson.
400 yards and an interception, and they will lose by 10.
I like
I
Russell.
don't know how it happens.
Warren
But
Gardner
happens.
Minshew. Where do you think he goes? Where do
You
you think
remember
Minshew
Warren?
goes?
I do. He was one of the.
I think Minshew goes back up for Jags
He
again.
was.
People were not happy
Ryan
about
Tannehill,
him,
he's
and
done.
he was better than
Jags are
anybody
gonna
that
have
beat.
Mac Jones and
He
was-
way better than
he-
anybody.
I don't think they're
He
getting Mac
was
Jones. I think
the-
that's a fluke.
Never really won anything.
Or-
Is it happening already or no?
Yeah, I think.
Well,
I don't
he's
think
the
anything
one you
happened on
want.
Wednesday.
Oh my
He's the
God.
quarterback everybody wants.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
But no,
he
if
wasn't
that
even very
happens,
mobile.
then no, Minshew will go
But that
somewhere
boy will
else
go
as
out
back.
and throw 400 yards.
You know why he wasn't mobile? 'Cause they
Tannehill,
wouldn't
he's
let him.
done.
Yeah,
Who's next?
But he,
Flacco,
He
he's
wasn't allowed
done.
to do
Who's
it.
next?
This is why you had to go play in Canada, wherever the hell he played.
all right, I got
Flacco's
one.
done. Go on.
There's no
talk about it.
Patriots
I'm
fans,
reading.
right? So am I
Who's
gonna
next?
insult any? No Patriots.
He's not even listening. He's watching.
Brissett,
Okay.
no, he's done. Next, let's
Hear
talk
me
about
out.
somebody significant. Jameson,
I don't
no,
understand
famous Jameis,
How
he's
we
done.
come up with
Carson
the
Wentz, he's done.
Right,
Wow,
so
these
three
are
days
a bunch
ago,
of
right?
losers in the NFL.
championships.
Tyrod, done.
get it.
Nobody has-
I'll give it to
Seriously?
him.
He's the greatest. I said.
That's
He's
it?
not the GOAT.
That's it.
Peyton Manning's
Bunch
the
of
best quarterback ever
losers.
played the game.
That's
That's what
a
I-
list
He's
of
the best actual
losers.
quarterback.
I actually
that
agree
ever
with
played
that.
it. He
Let's
just
see
doesn't have
wide
the rings.
receivers real quick.
Well, the reason that Brady has the rings is because Peyton changed the game.
Oh my God! Did you see him with the Broncos? Just put the
No.
fingers
No.
underneath.
No.
Oh,
Peyton changed the game
completely.
where we
Completely.
there you didn't need an offensive coordinator. You needed one to call
He was.
a play,
The offensive coordinator.
and then you put Peyton on the field and he changed the play. That didn't happen. There was one or two quarterbacks prior to him that would do that.
You weren't allowed to do
once
that.
or twice. Right.
Nobody was
So,
allowed to do that.
in my opinion, Peyton changed the game and allowed Brady
Best
to
quarterback
be
to ever play.
what. But talent-wise, you can't take Drew Brees out
What
of
are
the
you
fucking
doing?
conversation.
Oh no.
Where's the
no,
wide
no,
receiver
no.
stuff?
Oh goddamn, he'll always be up there.
Insane.
What a monster! And
You
he
look
got-
at his
And
numbers.
he got fucked those last 2 years.
Brady's got 8
in the
years
playoffs
on him.
too. They fucked Drew Brees so
supposed
bad in
to
the
show.
playoffs those last 2
Brady's
years.
got
So
8
many
years
wide
on him,
receivers
and
on.
if you look like stat wise,
But Brady was like he was like brought up. It's like the Brady family, the Brady
A
show.
gift
He was
from
brought
my
up in a
dad who loves
perfect family.
fishing.
He had McDaniel.
What the hell are
he
you
had
typing
fucking
out here?
Belichick, and he had fucking what's his name, McCrafty. Right?
Are you
Fucking
doing
checks,
this?
And everything was perfect,
No.
and everything met properly, and everybody did their own fucking job. And everything was perfect. Peyton never fucking had that. Marino never fucking had that.
All right, 20
Drew
for-
Brees
there you
never
go.
had that. He had Peyton fucking Walter,
Sean
Sean
Payton.
Payton, who's a fucking whack
Did you
job,
do this
by the way.
already?
An absolute fucking sociopath.
Maybe. Let me see it. And then I'll decide.
Peyton's the best to ever do it. I agree. Or excuse me, I don't know if you think that way. I think that.
I think
I'll never
Peyton,
deter from that.
I think Peyton's the best quarterback to ever play
You
the
can't
game.
stand there.
Stat wise,
Why?
no.
Because
The
all I
most
see-
talented
Drop
quarterback
back
to
and
ever
forth.
play the game, though, I think
Yeah.
is Drew Brees.
Wow, there's nothing left.
The guy was-
They're all. They
5'6"
all
or
suck.
something stupid. 5'8".
Yep.
Literally
They all
5'8",
suck.
5'9".
No, I'm
Come on.
5'9", so I think he was 5'7". And the
The
stats
free
that
agency
you put
wide
up,
receivers
if you give him
terrible.
10 more years, because Brady played, 8 more years. Brady played 8 more years.
Well, he couldn't. When he hurt his shoulder the first year with fucking Los Angeles, and it changed his whole outlook for his career, and he still became one of the best quarterbacks.
His pants.
When you watch that kid play, you're like, every play could be a 90-yard touchdown.
Fucking amazing.
Who
He was-
amazing.
Drew Brees.
Smart,
Yeah.
athletic.
Early
Fine.
Drew Brees.
Even late Drew Brees.
No.
Well, they
Well,
fell in
he-
the playoffs.
He couldn't throw it down the field.
Remember one of the Rams
Later
that
in his
that
career.
pass
Throwing
interference
floaters.
play against the Rams in the playoffs where they just were like, hey, I didn't see it. It's like, Jesus Christ.
The shitty
It's
thing
like NFL
was that he
blitz.
thought he was still that guy, so he would just throw those floaters up, and they would just be. It was just
He
a
didn't
nightmare.
think he was still that guy. He knew what he had to do to win, and there was only one way to do it, so he had to continue trying. That was the only way he could do it.
It's
Yeah.
the downfall of Favre. It's the
Right.
downfall of Josh Allen.
Well, Favre was just an asshole. He
I mean-
didn't care. I'm throwing this motherfucker in there, and
Yeah.
if it's touchdowns, interception, I'll deal with the fucking consequences. And I respect that about Favre. But he was never as good as a quarterback as Brees was. He could never try to be as good a quarterback as Brees was, as Peyton was, even as Tom Brady was, or as Marino
Well,
was.
you have those three. Those are the 3 core quarterbacks.
He's not as good as a quarterback as Aaron Rodgers was. He's just not.
No.
Aaron Rodgers is better than fucking Favre. Favre just didn't give a fuck. And
Aaron
took
Rodgers
chances.
doesn't go into the top 3.
He's in my top 5.
You had Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, and Tom Brady playing in the league at the same time. Now,
It was the
the
golden age
reason
of quarterbacks.
the reason that the league changed and football changed, which is why I say he's the best quarterback, but
Who's the best quarterback?
Peyton,
Thank you.
because he changed.
It's on my silence there.
He changed the way that everybody played
That's
football.
right. Peyton.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Okay,
He
He
did.
changed
Now,
what you were allowed to do as a quarterback.
that because
Yes, he
of
did.
that entertained
I loved it.
Breeze and fucking Brady. And Brady, the reason that he's the GOAT is
Championship.
he took it to the fucking level of championships.
Brady ran a system. He ran
Okay,
a system.
but he won the most championships.
A system.
If Drew Brees,
a system input not by
if Drew
himself.
Brees won that many championships, we'd be talking about him the same way.
If
It was
Trent
different
Dilfer won
coaching.
7
It-
championships,
right.
we'd be holding Trent Dilfer up there.
Right.
I gotta wrap it up. So
See, fucking
right.
Johnny one way.
Johnny Two-Way.
Fucking
Johnny Two-Way.
cocksucker.
Two-way.
All right, boys. Well, let's take a shot and end this fucking thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey,
And then we're gonna
before we leave, is there anything else you guys wanted to bring up today? Football, MMA, anything at all?
No.
Register to vote.
Registered
Yeah.
vote. Oh, are you guys trickling there? Hold on, watch out.
Tickle. We're gonna go get some food. We're gonna have lunch somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know where.
Yeah, we have lunch.
We're gonna have lunch. You know what I mean?
Adam,
sure
watch
you-
his hands. He's gonna try to fuck me.
make sure you invite
I
Jake to play air hockey. Cause
Nah, I can't go. And
No,
I
you
won't
can't.
play air hockey ever again. I'm
No,
not
you
air
won't.
hockey.
You
I'll
won't.
play foosball. We've decided I will play foosball with you guys. But air
Yeah.
hockey
well,
is
don't ruin that for him either.
is dead.
Why?
Just in case.
Don't play.
Don't look at him. It was both of you, okay? It was
Yeah,
a team
it was-
collective.
Yeah,
you guys
Take
shattered
away
my
all his
fucking
enjoyment
show.
of
I
table
know.
games.
We'll talk about it maybe next show. Shalom, guys. So that's it for Peeking the Jake. Week 14. I keep wanting to say weeks. Football's fucking over. I gotta get.
Hey, where did you come up with week 14?
Well, remember when we were during the season? I'd say this is week 7. Fucking Piggy the Chicken. It's week 9.
Fishing is never over.
No,
Fishing's never over.
it's week 14 of
Next time I come here, if you guys will have me back,
Oh,
of course.
we're gonna fillet a fish right on this table.
yeah.
At least one,
Yeah.
maybe multiple species.
Let's do it.
All right.
Maybe we'll do it like a catch, clean, cook.
There'll be a lot of
Yeah.
plans.
Start it on the boat.
And then if we're gonna fillet it, we're obviously gonna cook it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
You
What the
can
fuck,
broil
man?
it for us. And
we
then-
won't be as drunk because we'll actually have
can't-
had something to eat.
I can broil. I'm not gonna broil.
What's the best way to cook it then?
Well, I'm gonna
Which
either
fish?
blacken or sear it. And
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna bake it in the oven afterwards. After
And
we
then
sear 'em.
eat it.
Yours is gonna be steamed. I'm steaming fish for you because I don't respect you.
No, I don't
I do
want
respect
it.
you.
I want it cooked. I
No,
want it steamed.
you're gonna eat it raw.
No, I want it cooked.
I'll take the raw one. I'm
Uh,
fine with that.
Thank you. Big thanks to Captain Adam for showing up today. Appreciate that, brother.
Yeah.
And for many more coming on too.
Yep, anytime you want me.
And Kevin, go fuck
no.
yourself. You know. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you.
Everything's getting chopped. Am I right?